Hi. 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 Whoa. Hi guys. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How you guys doing? What's up? What's going on? Who is ready for Honkai? Hi, hi. Welcome, welcome. Have a nice time streaming, Gito. Sadly can't join. Aww. Hope you have fun with whatever you're doing. See you soon then. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. Bye-bye. So, guys. I have to do real stuff, so I can't say. Have a great day, stay on. Be happy and have a great life. Aww. Have fun with real life stuff. Have fun. Bye bye. Thank you for stopping by. It's me, the one who ruined Buchstabensuppe in this cooking game. Well, I wish you all the luck for not ruining, you know, another Buchstabensuppe this time. You're gonna be fine. You got this. I believe in you. Okay. Guys, we're gonna do the story stuff today. Honestly, I have no idea how far we are in the story, how much we have to do, what is going on. All I know for now and for certain is that I still have fuel, that I still have power. And we first, you know, need to get rid of. And I realized, wait, actually, let me show you. I realized when I was, you know, looking at my team for Fei Xiao, I looked at like the characters, and I realized I had Sparkle. Yeah. First of all, look at the traces. Kind of terrifying that they're not leveled for how long I have her. And then look at her relics. And then I'm like, suddenly it all makes sense why this team is not working as efficiently as it could. So I'm probably gonna farm a bit of relics for Sparkle now. At least finding like a decent arm. Although I'm not entirely sure what she even would like. Tell me. Tell me, oh knowledge game. Of course the set is yeah, attack, okay. Crit damage, speed, and effect resistance. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. Okay, now I know. There are quite a lot of characters who use the set. Quite a lot. Okay, so we're gonna farm a bit of this relic set for now. Are you gonna pull for Lingsha? Yeah, about that. She's already here. I mean, right now I'm doing avocado toast with red eggs, so it's not that hard. I can do at least... I can do that at least. I try to make my brain fix fine. It's gonna be fine. As long as you don't cut yourself while cutting the avocado, I think you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna make it work. Just try not to salt the egg as much. And it's gonna be fine. Fine. Okay. So that's basically the plan for today. A lot of story, bit of relic pulling. I hope we get something. Actually, no, I don't hope we get something good. Because if I get something good, I don't get anything good for a long time again. And the relics I would like to have are not relics I would like to put on Sparkle. If I get good relics, I would prefer them on either Fei Xiao. Probably I need something for Topaz too. That's disgusting. I have to level Topaz too. But to be fair, I'm not quite sure when and how I will do that because I don't have materials. Oh, talking about new characters. Don't know if you guys saw the new drip market from Honkai. I mean, I think it was leaked before. I think it was already leaked. We're getting Sunday. Yeah. Not entirely sure which patch it's gonna be. It's not gonna be the next patch. Definitely, probably not the next patch. So the patch after that, probably. So Sunday will be playable character. All the Sunday fans can get their panties wet now. Don't know. Never been a big fan of Sunday and Robin. So, I mean, if that's what we get, that's what we get. I don't mind skipping characters too much, but as much as I want to skip characters, I know my luck, and I know that when I see whatever Sunday is doing, it's probably gonna fit in one team so good that you actually want him, and I'm gonna be sad. Yeah, like when I saw the info, I was like, my girlfriend is a fan of him, so I said, yeah, a lot of people were probably really happy to see him. A lot of people were like really pissed or annoyed that he wasn't, you know, getting a playable character in Penacony arc. There was quite a lot of unsatisfied customers. But hey, I'm curious to see what he's gonna do. Not entirely sure what his kit is gonna be. I think he's an Imagine. What was even his class? I think I didn't even look it up. Let me see. What is he even gonna be? What is he gonna be? Okay, imaginary. And what is that? Is that harmony? I have no idea. I don't know symbols. Yeah, harmony. Okay, so he's gonna be buffer. Huh. I mean, makes sense. Kinda. He doesn't seem like he would be the huge damage outputting type, so curious to see. I mean, with the way we're going right now, it seems like we're probably going into some sort of like summon era, so maybe he's gonna do something with that, but that's all in the stars. Moral of the story is that she's now freaking out and I don't know what to do. Save money! Save money so she can E6 him. So she can E6 him and get his light code. That's what you want to do now. That's the only thing you can do. Save up all the jades. But yeah. Gonna be interesting. Okay, I'm freaked. Hey, there's an active storm coming to the Netherlands. 45 kilometers per hour winds. Yeah, I heard about that. I think like some you know, some remains of like a big giant ass hurricane is coming towards us. Well, that's fun. That's fun. Obviously, climate change doesn't exist. Never existed. Ah, I love that. Love that. Jesus Christ. Well, the other thing is, if I work at the reception, right, in a hotel, and you sometimes in that regard have to talk to people, even if you don't wanna. You would just like to leave and be left alone. But sometimes it's unavoidable. And sometimes you get on like topics that are a bit sensitive. I don't know if it's sensitive or not. Like climate change, like something like that. Because people generally want to give you their opinion. And even though I don't really want to hear that, they still do it. And sometimes, especially like older people, always come with like the sentence, "Yo, but we used to have that all the time in our time. Like, no, he didn't. No, just shut up. No, just shut up. But hey, it is what it is. I can't help it. All I do is then smile and nod and just hope that the conversation goes by fairly fast, because who wants to deal with that? I cooked with the avocado toast. Nice! Nice! So proud of you. Good appetit. Well, that's how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah, gonna be interesting. But first, I really need to like finish story stuff. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm so far behind. I don't even know if I'm like still. I think I'm still like in the first half of like everything. I'm not entirely sure. We're gonna find out. There's definitely a lot we need to do. And I need the boss materials. I need to be able to farm the boss materials because Linsha is only upgradable with those. And that's getting weird. That's getting kind of weird if I'm not able to, you know, upgrade her further. So, we are going... Where exactly? Where is the mission leading me? Where do I need to go? Give me Cloudford. Here. There. Okay. Let's go. Also, there are a lot of Stellar Jades for free, which I would like to have. Yeah. Is that... Am I on the right track? Is that the right mission? No. No. I think that's like one of these... No. Right? Is that? No. We were here. We need to switch POV. Yes, I remember. This guy. Hi. Yeah, I think we just beat up a bunch of guys here in the alleyway. That was nice. Ah, you know what I always forget? That's always... I always forget that. I don't know why. I always forget to press autoplay. I don't know. It just never stays in my head. Continue towards. I don't need your exposition, guys. I can figure it out myself. No, I actually can't because I have no idea what's... Okay, I need to go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I actually have no idea what's going on. Okay, talking to random people. Talking to a lot of red text? Why are we getting red text again? It's just an ordinary but hardworking individual. Refers people from place to place every day. Understand, if you thoughtless ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless if the outcome is... What? You keenly notice that the Foshin passengers near this guy are looking you up and down. How many passengers can you accommodate? Okay. Apparently, we're trying to get a ship. Great! I like ships. Can we keep this quiet? Why is this red? It's red! If it's red, you press it. Always press the big red button. Can you give me a ride out of here? Could you deliver a message to the Realm Keeping Commission for me? Never mind, I just wanted to ask. Yeah, sure. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Search for help and send news to the outside. Okay. Great. That doesn't work as planned. Maybe I should pay more attention sometimes to the story. Maybe. Are these all like the optional things? Probably. Honor is not accustomed to handling emergencies like this one. Understand, if you thoughtlessly ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions, regardless if the outcome is a success or failure. Remember, be mindful of your words and actions. I am never mindful of my words and actions, so that's gonna be a problem. Rapid Commission Chancery is currently closed. You can sense some staring at you from far away. Honestly, how about we just deal with this myself? I will handle it myself. Always have done that, always would do that. Doing it my way. I don't need you guys. Acheron? Ah. Apparently the team stays in the POV. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so no need. No need for any other help. I'll be fine. Ooh, he's a suspicious ferryman. Very, very suspicious. May I ask why? The Wired wants to know if we can leave now. I have no idea what's going on. It's gotta be fine. I mean, my brain is like full of all the anime I watched like over the last couple days. It is disgusting. At this point, it's getting disgusting. And I think there are like still a few more to come, but I have no idea where the heck I'm gonna even watch them. Like, I'm not entirely sure, but I think Shangri-La Frontier is gonna continue this season, but I haven't even seen that. But maybe that's coming out on some different side that no one knows again. So yeah, my brain is full on weep mode right now, and I can't keep stories in my head anymore. It's just too much. It's just a bit too much at this point. Especially like, I think I've complained about that on Twitter too. I don't know if you guys like watched the first season of Spirit Chronicles that got like a second season this season. I'll be honest, I have no idea where we left off with that anime, and normally, normally I'm like not a big fan of getting recap episodes because I'm most likely like someone who's watched it and knows what's happening. But that only, you know, goes for anime that's like fairly close. If you give me an anime that's like 3 years ago and just continue that without like giving me anything, I'ma be out. I don't know, and I'm not gonna watch the entire series again. Just for like understanding what season 2 is about. Like, that's also the reason why I can't really get into how to pick up girls in Dungeon. No, is it okay to pick up girls in Dungeon? Was that it? Danmachi? Because I watched like I think the first 3 seasons, then I stopped, and then I would like to continue, but I don't know where we left off. And now I would have to watch like all 3 seasons again to be like, oh yeah, that's where I left off. That's what's happening. Ha, that's character A, B, C. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. No. Yo, welcome, hi, how are you doing? So yeah, that's annoying, but I think my brain will at some point remember what's going on. Something very, very weird that they did with Spirit Chronicles, like the second season, which at some point in my head, I think, okay, that's actually cool, and kind of like makes sense. Like apparently some friends of his got also isekai into the same world, and obviously they don't speak the language. So first of all, it's like, you know, they can't understand each other, but he can because he speaks Japanese and like the other language. And then the spirit, like kinda a spirit friend of his, I don't know, servant, connected them through their brain thoughts. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how that works. So they can speak the language again. But the weird thing they did is they did like the fake language underneath the Japanese voice acting. And that, you know, worked great for like a scene. And then it just got kind of annoying. Because you always had like the underlying second language there. And yeah, no, please. I understand what they were going for, and I appreciate that. But in terms of like watching experience, it would be really, really nice if they would have just did it once and then stopped. I don't know, Shell Weakness. He's gonna know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna fight my way out eventually too. So that doesn't matter too much. I love the part of the quest, and by the way, I didn't watch the VOD of your stream, sorry. It's okay. There's no need to watch VODs. I totally understand it. I'm not a VOD watcher either. I don't know. Like, I have a lot of people that I follow that stream on hours that I'm not alive. Like, I'm barely live. I'm sleeping, and I'm not. I never watch their VODs, even though I enjoy their content and stuff like that. But watching VODs is kind of weird, I think. I don't know. Always a bit weird. It doesn't have the same flair, you know? I wanted to watch it early, but I kind of just don't enjoy the Japanese sub for this. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. If you don't enjoy the Japanese version, that's totally fine too. I personally just enjoy Japanese more. But yeah, that's basically... And sometimes I wish, you know... That's the weird thing about the recap episodes. Sometimes I want them, sometimes I don't. Like, for example, like My Hero Academia got like, I think, 4 episodes that were like totally recaps. That was annoying. Because they didn't have that long of a break between seasons, so I kinda like were asking myself, why? Why again? Why are we doing recaps? Because that didn't make too much sense to me, but I understand. I think the Japanese is normally great too. This one's for sure as well. I love the Zhao Kui's English voice actor. I like the emotion in his voice, but just great. Aww. I mean, sometimes it depends, right? Some characters are better voiced in English sometimes, and sometimes better voiced in Japanese. Like, I think we had a talk like in Panaconi. I think when we had like the 15-hour-long talk between Acheron and Weld, I was just like kind of stiff and emotionless in Japanese. And I think it was way more emotional in English, if I remember correctly. So that was, you know, it changes from dub to dub. Sometimes it's better there, sometimes better here. But honestly, I'm too lazy to switch between them. Have you watched any anime this season already? Kinda all. Kinda all of them. I only skipped a few. I only skipped a fair few that kind of didn't really look too interesting to me. Like most of the time it were like either things that were like continuances of stuff I haven't watched, or things that looked fairly childish. I mean, it looked cute, but I didn't really, you know. But other than that, I kinda looked at everything a bit. That took quite a lot of my time, not gonna lie. And I think I enjoy most of it, but I think most of it is, for now, kind of mid. Is there anything that's like actually standing out this season so far for me? I mean, other than ReZero, but I wouldn't count ReZero because it's like season 3 and it has a media in it, so obviously it's gonna be the best. Other than that, I'm trying to think of like stuff. Oh, yeah, Blue Box. Blue Box, but that thing is on Netflix for some reason. Oh, and Dan Dan Dan? That's also potentially, you know, something you're gonna have in your mind for a long, long time. Those two are like the things that I kind of stood out. The only really standing out to me as far as Blue Lock Season 2 and Dan Dan Dan. Blue Lock Season 2 is also really nice, yes. But I also just, you know, kind of wouldn't count it as like standing out because it's also Season 2. So that's kind of unfair. But like from things that are starting, the only thing would be Dan 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 and I think Blue Box. I think those are like the things that currently take most of my interest. But there are some that have like decent potential. That thing came out yesterday, the second episode, like the strongest adventurer is the biggest talker or something. I'm not entirely sure how the name was. That one has potential to be good. It depends on where they're going. It depends on where they're going with that. But I mean, it's like more of a like dark, edgier protagonist who like doesn't give a shit and just wants to complete his goal. So maybe like more of an anti-hero type. But it depends if he has like actually like emotions or not, or if he's just gonna be an entirely fucking dickhead. How can Huli possibly hunt us down? So that depends. And I kind of enjoy Let the Grieving Soul Retire, whatever it's called. It's not too special, but nice to watch. Yeah, I'm just a bit... It's just a bit... I'm a bit worried that it's gonna be like... He's saying the entire time that he's not special and that he doesn't have superpowers and he's not as good as his friends. So I'm gonna be, you know, worried that it's probably gonna be that he is super strong in certain regards, and I think it's already teased. I think they already teased that he's like one of the best specialists with like magic relics and stuff, and he can handle things instantly, which he doesn't believe probably is something very useful or something like that. Oh, I would really hope that he would like stick to his stuff a bit and be like actually useless. Bye. It came out yesterday, like, what's wrong with the schedule? Everything is just all over the place and not coming out when it's supposed to be. Honestly, I just always go with like whatever Crunchyroll tells me on the release calendar. Which is a weird thing because Crunchyroll app doesn't really give you a release calendar, they just give you the recently added things, which is sometimes not always accurate, sometimes a bit weird, I think. But on their website they have like a schedule calendar. That's always what I'm going with. So, Crunchyroll's calendar is not correct either. I don't know if they like ever change like release times mid-season. Not entirely sure. Not entirely sure if they like ever changing that mid-season. I don't know. I just watch it when it comes out. Well, if I have time. That's like the thing. Some came out even though they were not as... Like, I was surprised that some came out, like, I think already, like, 2 weeks ago? Like, I think Let the Screaming Soul Retire came out, like, a week before I even anticipated that. At least the first episode. Also, like, the Praises Skill dude also came, like, a week earlier than I thought, but, okay. I don't mind. Oh, and also, villainous thing. The villainous thing is also something nice. I got like the first volume of the manga here, so I am a bit ahead of the story, and I'm not entirely sure where they're gonna go with it and how long they're gonna, you know, they're gonna stay on like this arc. But it has potential, it's nice, it's cute, it's gonna be fairly good, I think. It's a villainous story, reincarnated as a villainous, so I don't mind too much. It's gonna be fine. And the dates listed in the beginning when they teased the anime for the season only applies to the first episode for some, but they can change the date, or at least I think so, and for some it was wrong from I'm sure she'll not be able to act like a villain. Yeah, she doesn't. She doesn't at all. Like, I don't know what her definition of a villain is. I don't know why she even wants to be a villain so bad. Doesn't really make that much sense. But I guess I'm fine with it. Whatever her definition of that is okay for me. I don't mind. But as far as I like read in the manga, she's her definition of being a villain is a bit skewed. It's a bit weird. Not entirely how I, you know. She's transforming the former villain girl into a good girl. Yes, but she's calling herself a villain nonetheless. She keeps referring to herself as the best villain nonetheless, so it's a bit weird. I mean, the weirdest thing about this entire thing is like the prince is, you know, kind of crushing on her, and I think the prince is like 15 or something because he's already at the academy, and she's 8 at the moment. So I think there is a problem there. That's a bit weird. But that's okay. That's okay. But I think like that's probably one of the better ones that come out this season. Probably. At least like for new releases. I mean, why would everyone say so much she changed otherwise? And the age gap, yeah, that's weird. At least so early in the story. 16 and 22 would be a bit more accurate. Yeah, I mean, I completely understand that, you know, he would be like curious and be like fascinated about her. But I think they already made it like clear that he has a crush on her. And that makes it a bit weird. Like, I think they said that he was spending like an entire year almost daily on their like in their home and stuff and visited them and like constantly is watching her, so bit weird. 16 and 22 would be a bit more accurate, yeah. As soon as they get into, like, the school, which is also a bit weird, to be fair. Like, for a school arc, I was wondering why. Because she is 8 now. She's gonna go to school with 15. And her antagonist, which is the hero girl, is already at school. So she's also, like, 15 now. So when she is, like, coming to school, she's also gonna be over 20, which is weird. Which is fairly weird, because why is that school going on for so long? Why are they, like, in school for, like, most of their adult life then? That's a bit weird. That's a bit weird. But those are details. Those are details we do not have to mind too much. We just could, like, shut off our brain and don't think about it. Don't think about it too much. Just enjoy the story. And the questioning. I don't want to question people. I just want to punch people. Wonder, did I see anything else? Like, I am a bit dumb, so I keep forgetting the most animes I watched. So I obviously have to look it up again and again and again. Oh yeah, there's also, like, one that came out yesterday, Nina the Starry Bride, or Starry Bride. Weird, definitely weird. Orphan girl gets to become princess because princess died, and apparently having blue eyes is very rare. So she becomes princess and gets raised to become princess, and no one apparently noticed. Weird, not entirely sure what to think about that. Was a bit wild, was a wild ride. But looks cutesy, could be interesting, could be romantic, could be drama, I'm not entirely sure. But I think that thing falls flat in comparison to all the other anime that I have to watch this season, so I think it's gonna be on the if I have time list. I find the English dub for the NPCs this time funny again. Ratio voices one next NPC and Jin Young talks to himself once again. I mean, wow. Oi, what are you doing? I mean, Hoyo Wars doesn't have like the best track record with like voice actors in certain regards. So maybe sticking with ones you have is maybe the better part. I want Yatagarasu to continue. Yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice. I mean, there are so many things that I would love to have a continuance on. That definitely deserve to be continued, but it will never happen. It will never happen. I, for one, will still, you know, be ever grateful if I get a continuance of So I'm a Spider, So What. But that's, I hope, happening next year? Maybe. Like, the studio that's producing that, or that has the rights to produce that, I think is only doing, like, seasons once every other year. And I think last year they did solo leveling? No, they didn't do solo leveling. What was the... No, my cheat skills in another world? Cheat skills in another world was probably... I think that was the one. I think they did that. And I hope and pray that we're gonna see it at some point. I want to see it. I want to see my Spider Girl again. Ah! It finally got, like, good at the end. Because it got really confusing in the middle because different stories, you know, story and time skips and stuff. It was a bit confusing. It was a bit of a mess, but it was still good. Still frustrated about Yuri on Ice. Never watched that one. Never watched Yuri on Ice. Still on my long list of things to watch. There's so much on that list. Like, I recently tried to watch Black Clover, because I saw like a few funny scenes that are like far into that, but I couldn't. I just couldn't. First of all, Asta is really annoying to listen to. He's really annoying to listen to, and there's so much to handle. So I just kind of dropped it and hope and pray that I find something else interesting. I don't know which anime it was, but there was one this season that really reminded me of Solo Leveling in the beginning. Might be Grieving Soul, actually. Grieving Soul, or maybe like the Most Notorious Talker. That's like the two anime that seem like a bit Solo Leveling style. Do we have another isekai? Oh, Loner Life. Loner Life is also coming out this season, which is nice, but it probably is gonna be a bit stale. I'm not entirely sure. You're right, the talker might have been that. Honestly, I'm still like a bit sad that I thought like the Most Notorious Talker guy would be like what my Grieving Soul thingy thing is right now. Hello, welcome. How are you doing? Like, I thought about when I read the title, I thought the Most Notorious Talker would be something like I thought it would be something like the Most Grieving Soul, that he was like someone who couldn't do anything other than, like, you know, talk big. But it turns out that it's actually a class, which, you know, doesn't make much sense, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. The talker seems a bit overpowered already. Yeah. I mean, at least it makes sense. He trained with like his grandpa, who was like one of the biggest, what are they called in this world? Seekers or something? He trained with one of the biggest seekers ever existed. So that kind of makes sense that he's stronger than most, but I just hope that he's not gonna be like overpowered at all. Hey, it's me, David. I changed my own name. Oh, hi, welcome. I'm just a bit... honestly, it's just a bit weird because he wields a fucking gun. This guy has a fucking pistol. And he's telling himself he's the weakest one. And he can't defend himself. Excuse me? That is a bit... that is a bit weird. You have a fucking pistol. Could you, like, you know... But he raises his teammate's strength for like over 50% already this early in. Yeah, he's probably already way too strong. Can you replay that line, the doctor one? I want to hear the VA. Which one? Is that like still on here, or was that like a thing before? Because those are like the only one I can currently. Oh, it's gone. Oh, Gomini. I'm gonna watch the YouTube later, but it said something like "Doctor Save Me" in the English. It was Aventuri's voice, like, oh, okay. Where were we? Yeah, Notorious Stalker. That's why I'm a bit, you know, it's a bit interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see where this is gonna go. Because I think there is probably like a way to exploit the entire system. Of him, you know, be dependent on other people that he needs to buff. Like, couldn't he get like some sort of animal companion or something that he could like buff that is like loyal to him or something? Maybe like something like that, or he's just like taming a beast or something. I don't know what's possible in this world. Such a nice Easter egg to let the Venturine say that. He really likes the story. Evil laugh. Insert evil laugh here. Oh yeah, there's also Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale Online 2. Never saw. I think I started the first season. I don't think I seen the entirety of it. I'm not entirely sure about that. So, and Sword Art Online. I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for Sword Art Online. I know a lot of people hate it, but I kind of have a soft spot for it. I kind of have a soft spot for it. I'm gone for a minute, wait. I kind of have a soft spot for Sword Art Online, not gonna lie. I know it's not the most beloved series in the entire world. I know it's not the entirely most beloved series in the entire world, but I think it's fine. It had its weak spots for like a lot of time, and especially like the second part of the first season. Actually, all of Alfheim Online was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, that was pretty bad. But I think after that, it kind of redeemed itself. It redeemed itself. I think it was good. I liked it. But hey, that's just my humble opinion. That is just my humble opinion. But I don't know. Gun Gale Online never really clicked too hard with me. Never really clicked entirely. I don't know why. The Gun Gale plot of Sword Art Online wasn't that bad. It was fine. But it had like the carrying potential of Kirito and Shion, I think was the name. So like that probably made it a bit more acceptable. And now with, you know, characters I don't really care about, I don't really care about the entire thing. But hey, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Maybe eventually I'm gonna pick it up again. But it's sadly a very, very sad time to do that. To drop that, because this is the season of like putting out everything at once. Everything at once. Oh yeah. Also, I'm watching My Hero Academia. I continue watching that because it's actually pretty good. I like My Hero Academia. It's fine, and I love it for being fine. That doesn't make sense at all. Also, there's an Overwatch collab coming with My Hero Academia, which I'm really curious to see. Which looks actually pretty fire. Like all the skins look really, really good. They look so incredibly good. I'm gonna be paying. I'm gonna be paying. Don't worry, they'll be mine. But yeah, like the recent episode was a bit weird. I think you noticed that they tried to you know, wrap things up rather quickly for like the subplots. They're not that, you know, that interesting or that important to like overall stuff. Like we had the Ochako against Toga fight last episode, and I kind of just think that this could have been really good, but it was just rushed as hell. Like they never really, this one in particular never got like really any time at all. They just got like brief situations where they like kind of interacted with each other for like a minute or two, and then it cut back to something else. So it never really got time to develop at all, and then it was wrapped up in one episode. That was kind of weird. Not gonna lie. Like W's thing was fine, I think. He had like 2 episodes for himself, and I think even before that we had like an episode where we just like discovered his past and stuff like that. So I think that was fine, but for like Toga, I think she got a bit screwed. I think she's gotten a bit dirty here because she deserved more time, I think, to develop. I think she also deserves more time to develop. Questions, do you also do reactions like TikTok? Nope. I don't like reactions, not gonna lie. Not the biggest fan. Like only of like official stuff, like Overwatch trailers or like Honkai Star Rail trailers, I would react to that. But like other content, nope. Not a big fan. So yeah, I wish they would have given the Toga and Ochako fight a bit more time. Just to develop it further. Because I think we're already moving on. Which is understandable. Because I think at some point the season needs to end. I don't know how long they're gonna go. And I think we're close to wrapping up. I might send it to you on Discord sometime, or might not. If you want to, you can do it. If you forget, that's not bad at all. Don't worry. It's okay. It's fine. Yep. I mean, most people who watch My Hero Academia, they look forward to like one particular fight, maybe like 2, so that's fair, but still. Still, don't just, you know, rush things. Make it happen. Make it good. But yeah, that's also something I'm currently still watching. I think one that I already dropped is Demon Lord Retry. I watched the first episode and it was okay-ish at best. I think it was honestly kind of underwhelming, to be fair. So, you know. Not too keen on watching the second episode, but maybe if I'm like bored out of my mind and don't know what else to do, I'm gonna do that. But that's honestly like bad sign. Don't want to advertise my on the Discord it's fine. That's totally fine. As long as we're like spamming it and saying, yo, watch my stuff. I'm here. This is mine. All watch me. That's totally fine. Oh yeah, there was also like the healer who was banished from his party. I honestly, not too sure what to think about that. I'm not entirely sure what to think about that. I'm gonna be honest. Because like, at this point, he already seems like OP. He can do basically everything by himself, and I'm not entirely sure why the hell he was banished from his party yet again. But yeah, that's probably something we have to figure out. Demon Lord Retry R is a continuation of the first season or something like that. It doesn't make too much sense after the first episode. Maybe people should watch the prequel. Yeah, it seemed really weird, but I didn't really think it had like a prequel. At least I never really saw anything. But the title kind of hints that it probably has something going on. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. But as like a first episode for me personally, it was bad. It was bad. It was not fun. I didn't understand most of it. So, nah. I'm out. Nope. 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 Not me. Oh yeah. And then there's also the maid one. The maid anime. You are Mrs. Servant or something like that? What was it called? Yeah, you are Mrs. Servant. That was weird. Like I like my maids, like every normal guy, you know. I have nothing against maids. But it was weird. It was just weird. It was just a bit weird. Like, she wasn't a maid, she's just an assassin? Why are turning all maids into assassins? I mean, okay. But why? I mean, it just left a lot of, like, big question marks in my head, the first episode. And I don't know if those are the good big question marks of like, I'm interested, or it's just like the big question mark of being, that is confusing. Like the long-haired friend dude whose face always blurred out. That's the only good thing. Yeah, that part was entirely weird. That so many characters were like, blurred out. Itadakimasu? I hope it tastes good. And that's how furry are made. Like a lot of characters in Demon Lord Retry were like blurred out, and some characters were not. I don't know if they were gonna be like story relevant at some point. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. That didn't really make too much sense for me. Hello, welcome, hi. How are you doing? But yeah, there's a lot of things this season. And again, I'm not entirely sure if like all already came out, because I think Arifureta, or whatever, however it's pronounced, however it's called, is gonna get a continuation this season 2, if I remember correctly. I think Shangri-La Frontier is gonna get another season this season. So there are like a lot of stuff. There was like a lot of stuff. It's still like coming out. And yeah, I might have a bit of trouble, you know, keeping up with all of them. I mean, you guys think you can like do stuff, but Jesus Christ, have you seen Fei Xiao? Have you seen what this woman can do? Excuse me? Are you like blind? Also, the Trailblazer is here, and there's also Firefly currently in my party, so I don't think you're gonna have a good time, my friend. I'll be entirely honest, I don't think you're gonna have a good time. I love Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao is amazing. Fei Xiao is amazing. Fei Xiao and Ling Xia are both like great characters. Zhao Kui also. Oh, who's the character before that? Chun-Li. Yeah, I forgot about her already. I mean, technically Chun-Li was fine too, But I don't really see use for her entirely. Like, I think you could technically make a Junli Fei Xiao team. I think technically that would be doable. But like overall, doesn't really make much sense. Why are we getting to March POV at this point? I'm just in the hospital right now, so I can't play, so I didn't get her. Oh, I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're getting better. I hope you're getting better. But I think she's probably gonna get a rerun fast because she's a good unit. I think she's gonna probably get a rerun relatively fast. Like Robin also had a rerun recently, and that was like, she was like so close to like what we had. Who are you gonna pull for next? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. Like the only characters I know are coming out is like the Rapapapapa girl and Sunday. I'm probably gonna pull for the Rapapapapa girl. Because I think she's gonna be like a bit of a replacement for Harmony MC, if I understand that correctly. Maybe? Or maybe like Rune Mei 2.0, so she, probably for her. Not entirely sure if I will pull for Sunday. I would like to avoid that. But I'm gonna assume that he's probably gonna be like pretty meta for like certain types. Depends on where we're going. I think maybe he's like summoning stuff support or something like that. That would kind of make sense. Maybe, don't know. Do you play Genshin too? Nope. 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 Not a Genshin player. Only a Honkai player. I don't know if that's sad or good. Not entirely sure. Never really got into Genshin as much. I think if I would start another gacha game, I think it would be Wuwa, probably over Genshin, because I like the character design of Wuwa a bit more, of Wuthering Waves, than Genshin. Genshin is a bit too... Genshin is a bit too... The characters are sometimes a bit too child-like to me. Even like the characters that are supposed to be like older-ish always have like a bit more teenager style. I don't know how to explain it, but that's like the thing that I'm not entirely... you know, sold about. Sunday no chance, no matter how PvP. He's still... Yo, the Sunday hate is real. I don't know. It depends. Maybe he's getting a redemption arc. Maybe like something like that. If he's getting like his redemption arc, because I think the next story part is gonna be like Sunday and stuff like that. I mean, if he is gonna be a pullable character, he has to be some sort of story. So maybe he's gonna be a nice guy, or he's gonna be a complete asshole. I don't know. It depends. If we're doing this, can we like do it like the correct way? Fei Xiao, who the hell is in this team again? I think Aventurine? Who the hell else? I think Sparkle. I think that's the team. Yep. Okay. I think that's fine. That's like still the thing that I hate about the changing POV, that you are forced the character in your party, and then I don't know if I need to switch my party for that or not, or, you know, that's annoying. Do you like Himiko? I love Himiko. Himiko is one of the first waifus. But I honestly got her pretty late, so I never really got to use her. Which is sad, because she's a good character. I like her. But I think she might could use in the future maybe a bit of improvement that she might be viable. Like other than like I think pure fiction stuff, you don't really use her at all. I mean, you can use her. Obviously, you can't use every character, but you know. March 7, Young Beauty of the Astral Express. That sounds correct. I haven't played WoW in almost 2 months. Kind of frustrates me, but I don't want to play it either. Yeah, I know. I just, you know, started it at like release for like a week, and then I never really got back. Never really got back into WoW either. But if I had a gacha game other than Honkai, I probably would go for WoW or ZZZ. That depends. ZZZ is also nice. But I don't know. I think like in terms of like priority, I would probably take WoW first, just to like have a bit of a different angle at things, because ZZZ is also like a Hoyu game, and I don't want to finance an entire company. I lost my first 50-50 to her. She's my main. Aww. I mean, if you're losing a 50-50, I think Himiko is probably one of the best characters to get out of that. I mean, technically for like usability, the best character is probably Bronya or like Japard. Well, honestly, Himiko is fine as well. As long as you're not getting... What's his face? What's his name? Zhao Queen? Blonde guy? The little blonde guy? I think you're gonna be fine. And even this guy is gonna be fine. But he's honestly... His kid just needs a bit of rework to be viable. I started on release and played it every day like I wanted to streak, but it stopped 2 months ago. But still, I think WoW is better than Genshin so far. I really enjoyed it. I didn't mind it too much, but honestly, it's just like spending time. It's the same with Genshin. Like, it's not a bad game, but getting to the point where you only have to do like your daily grind, it takes like so long for like everything to do, story stuff, side quest stuff, dungeons, bosses, building your characters. You have so much to do. That it just takes so much time. I think if you started at release and played it over and over again and are like caught up with everything, I think you're gonna be fine. Like it's the same with Honkai Star Rail. Like I only have to do the story part to be like caught up again and have to do a bit of event stuff. But if I had to start from you know, ground zero now, I would probably be like annoyed. And probably is pretty annoying at that point. Even have 2 regions on 100% of WoW. I mean, if you ever get back, I mean, you'd have a decent start. That's fine too. I have 4 Genshin accounts. Damn! I mean, if you enjoy the game, that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know. I was also thinking of like, starting a free-to-play Honkai account just to be able to play with like different characters that I usually don't play as much. Because right now I pretty much have everything in my Honkai account that I kind of want. So, you know, for like playing characters like Herda again, or like Himiko if I would pull her. Or, you know, stuff like that. That would be probably pretty interesting. Or even like stuff like Clara. I never got to use Clara. I want to build her at some point, but you know. That would be interesting. That would be something I would like to do at some point. That's why I don't want to do Buwa right now. I want to play the story. I stopped after Changli came out. I didn't even do her character race. Honestly, there are so many companion missions I still have to do in Honkai. I just ignored them. I just ignored them. Damn, what an animation. Nice, could have been for me. I don't actively play off all of them. I mean, I think you would be kind of going crazy if you would play all of them. But I don't regret pulling Chengli, she's still great. Yeah, I mean... I played a lot of gacha games in my days. And I spent money on most of them. but I don't regret pulling for any of them. I had fun, even though I don't play most of them anymore. I don't mind spending the money on them. Like AFK Arena was something. What are we asking? Who the best person in the world is? Are there any you are looking forward to facing in particular? General Fei Xiao, of course. AFK Arena was something I played for a long time, and I had fun, and I spent a bit of money there. And now I don't play it anymore, but I don't regret it. Also Azure Lane. Nike was also something I played for a while. But honestly, Nike was... Nike I only spent money because they got a collab with ReZero. And they had Emilia, and... that's also the reason why I played AFK Arena. Maybe I'm a bit too much of a sim for Emilia. Maybe that's a problem. That's probably... I think that's why I started playing AFK Arena too, because they got an ReZero collab. And I was there. Then I spent money. The good old times. I haven't spent any money on any game so far, except for buying the game itself. Paladins or mobile games. Like actually really mobile games that no one knows. Oh. Well, I spent more than enough. I've spent more than enough. Carefully observe their weapon. I know what I hate about like some mobile apps. I don't know why they do that. Some mobile apps just force you to do like their free premium trial thingy thing before you can even start the app, and I find that really weird. Because I'm not willing to like subscribe to anything. I know you can cancel it immediately and nothing happens, but I honestly just kind of find it pretty scummy, you know, doing that. If you want me to like use your app, then at least let me test it out first and then give me like the option for a free trial. But if you're just trying to push the free trial down my throat like that, I'm just gonna say no and gonna leave. We're gonna talk? Yo. What up? Never seen an app like that. What should I done? I think it was like some photo editing software or something like that. I think it was something like that that just, you know, didn't let you do anything other than like subscribe to the premium to test it out. So no. I didn't test it out. I de-installed it immediately because I found that really weird. So yeah. You know, yeeted it off my phone as soon as I saw that. But I found that really weird. Don't know why people would do that. But I think I saw that like a few times. But just like not in gaming stuff, more like in like, you know, apps you use for thingy things. The only thing I see is apps where almost every option is a premium feature, and it's just... I mean, that's stupid too. At this point, just make it premium at the start. Just let it be, you know, paid. But I have to go now. Maybe I come back later. Bye bye. Have fun by whatever you're doing. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. They all seem very reliable. Bye bye. Yeah. But I think like, actually that's one thing I would love to see back in gaming, and I think it's coming back a bit more. It's like demos. Like, For example, there is a new Sword Art Online game that came out recently, fairly recently. It's a full price game, and I've tried out a few of those Sword Art Online games before, and they were all kind of bad. They were all a bit bad, not gonna lie. But it looks fairly nice, and I would like to at least try it out. But I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it entirely. I know you can technically refund it, but I find refunding it to be quite a hassle. So I don't really want to do that, you know, too much. But hey, I just wish they would do more demo stuff. Like for this game particularly, I would love to have like a demo. I hate that everything is a subscription now. Even good notes, even the Germany ticket, like what the yeah. They just, I mean, it makes sense. It's probably a pretty good business model for them. Especially like for people who forget that they're subscribed and then they're subscribed longer than they should. It's basically like, you know, being subscribed to like a gym or something like that. You still have it, you're never using it, but you're just too lazy to cancel it. So I think that's what most of them are banking for. But yeah, it's weird. Oh no, I once spent 80 euros on Planet Zoo only to play it 3 hours and then never again. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I would love to have like demos again. Because at this point you can try out games and at least know if you're like interested in them. Especially for full price titles. Like for indie games that are like 20 or 15 bucks, I don't care that much. I'm okay with paying it, and if I never see it again after like playing it for 1 hour, I'm okay with that. It wasn't that much. But if I have to pay like 80, 90, 100 bucks, and then I just play it for an hour or two, that hurts. That hurts. Yo, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. I wanted to have it. I've watched a lot of streams, but I just never continued playing. Like the thing is, oh, he's crouching. The thing is, sometimes a game, even if you see like reviews and stuff, it looks fine. It looks really good. And it looks like you enjoy your time, but as soon as you play it yourself, it isn't as fun, you know? So that's always like, even if you like watch reviews and you see like stuff there, it always is still like a big risk. That's why I would just like to petition give me demos back. But I think we're getting back to like more and more demos. I think so, at least. I see it at least more often. I think I see it more often with like even bigger titles now, and I'm fairly happy about that because that's actually pretty helpful for like a consumer. Don't know if I honestly am curious what it is like for a business side. I mean, like cost-wise, it doesn't cost as much. It can't cost much to put out a demo, but I wonder if it has a big impact in sales. I wonder if there's like a big impact. But if you're not doing a demo because you are afraid that people don't buy your product after they played it, I think you shouldn't release the game in itself at all in the first place. Yo, welcome, hi, welcome. It's like if you're not confident that that people will buy your game after playing the demo, then I think you have done something wrong in the entire production process at the start. Just do it like sorry, be a gacha game and make them pay even though the game is free. Please don't! Please don't! No! No, my money! No! Honestly, I hate that. I hate it so much that all games are gonna be live service now. And battle passes and eternal content and stuff like that. Like, even as much as I love Overwatch, and as much as I enjoy it and as much as I'm okay with spending money on it, it still is stupid as fuck. It's still as stupid as fuck. And I'm personally lucky to be spending money on games like Honkai and Overwatch that are like continuing as their game. If I imagine being like a FIFA gamer or like a Call of Duty person, and they have to spend their money each and every time they release a new game, which is like almost annually, that's just wild to me. Like, I don't know how FIFA people do that. I don't know how they're still okay with that. Like, there is, I think like every sports game has like this weird trading card system integrated where you can like pay for packs and stuff, and you get players with different stats and all that, blah blah blah. And this resets every year, and there are people who spend like thousands of euros or thousands of dollars in this thing just to have it reset. Like, you get nothing. You get nothing with the new year. Nothing. Nothing. You just can buy the premium version and you get like new packs. Jesus Christ. And that's like something I'm honestly curious why it still works. Like, I understand like sometimes, okay, but like after 4 or 5 years of doing that each year, doesn't it kind of suck? Apex Legends. I've been tempted to buy the battle pass so many times, but I never actually did. Damn, you're strong-willed. You're strong-willed. Jesus, I could not. I could not. Like, as long as Overwatch 2 is out, I had every battle pass, and I leveled every battle pass to like 80. I bought quite a lot of skins in the shop, so in terms of myself, they definitely did a good job of like upping the revenue. But I think I was also like a person who bought a lot of loot boxes, even in like Overwatch 1. Do I miss loot boxes? I think they were fun. I think they were fine. But to be fair, for like a new player and like a new system, I don't think you want to have loot boxes. For a new player, I think that would suck. I think that would suck. Like, there's so much stuff you would get out of those that you don't really want. I think having like the system of a shop where you can basically select what you want to have is a bit more sane. I don't know. I have over 300 Apex packs on my account and never opened them. Like level 250 or something. So skin stuff. Why are you not opening the packs though? Why are you not opening them? Do you think you're gonna be addicted and can't stop, or what's the reason behind that? Although I recently felt like playing Hearthstone again. I felt like the craving of playing a TCG again. And I booted it up, and I realized I had like, I think over 100 packs that were not opened. I don't know where they all came from. I think I got like a few of them through like Amazon Prime Gaming stuff, but there were like so many packs, and I have no idea where they came from. But I want to play Hearthstone at some point again, but I'm a bit hesitant to do so, just because like Hearthstone has like the problem that every expansion just requires you to pay for new cards, which makes sense for TCGs, obviously, but it's just annoying because you don't really keep stuff to yourself. It's not like with Yu-Gi-Oh or like Pokemon TCGs that you have like the value of the cards still like being there. With like an online TCG, you're just like, if the card is never gonna be used again, you just basically lost all your value of that card. So that's sucking a bit hard. My kids have fun. It would be nice to make a pack opening video someday. I don't think I'll ever do that, but I don't want to spend them now. It's so many and I kind of just want to keep saving them. And at some point, they're gonna do Apex Legends 2 and do it like Overwatch, and they force you to open all of your packs. Like, I imagined, I remember Overwatch did that too. All your saved up loot boxes would be automatically forced opened in Overwatch 2, and you get like all the stuff you would get, and everything else would be converted into coins, into one of the 15 currencies that Overwatch 2 has. And I think I saved up like to 100 loot boxes in Overwatch because I had everything. I had everything, no new content was coming up, so I didn't really see a need to open loot boxes anymore, and they just BAM! BAM! They just opened, and they were just gone. And I think like some streamers had like over 1,000 loot boxes, and they were just opened on a whim. Yeah, it's sad. I probably heard. I'm here again. Welcome back. And I think it's always like with Honkai, the thing is, I don't think you have to spend money to be happy. I think it's one of the few gacha games that kinda also reward you enough with free-to-play stuff that you don't really have to spend money. Like, yes, you have to be, you know, more cautious on who you pull, definitely, because you can't pull on everyone, and you can't get everyone. But I think it's more fair than most other gacha games that I played so far. I think. Not entirely sure. Didn't play all the gacha games, but I think it feels at least a bit better. Oh, Yukon. Fei Xiao's technique. Why are you telling me Fei Xiao's technique now? I know her technique. Yo! Crush them all. Bonk. I think you need to go shower so my hair smells like chlorine, but we had this with wasn't it the thing that the smell you have like in swimming pools that you remember as like the swimming pool smell is just like the chlorine interacting with pee? With urine? Isn't that something? Do I remember that correctly? I think that was like something at some point. Can I like get all of you together? Anyone else? Anyone else? But yes, Sarif is great even though I'm free to play. I realized that I could even have more if I didn't pull for light cones or eidolons. Yeah, that's fair too. Like, you don't have to pull for light cones. I definitely don't have to pull for eidolons. Although eidolons are sometimes so incredibly hard. But getting a character up to eidolon level 6 or even eidolon level 4, I honestly, if I was a millionaire, yes. I am not. So no. I mean, as much as they buff the character, right? As much as they buff the character, it's so much money you're gonna spend. And it's not, it's also like really stupid because the amount of stars you can get is so little. Like, if you actually want to do that, you have to, I don't know how many times you have to press that button. So of course your credit card company is gonna at some point call you and ask like, yo buddy, are you okay? There were like 15,000 purchases for this one game. So maybe your credit card gets stolen. I don't know, that's a bit weird. Honestly, I'm a bit curious why they decided to like have that to be the max, because It feels like they could do a bigger pack. I think there would be probably enough people who would buy bigger packs. Maybe that's like a restriction you have to do. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe there's like a restriction on what your biggest package can be in a game in some countries. I don't know. I mean, I have 2 limited characters with Eidolons so far. The only characters that have Eidolons are characters from the standard banner. Those are like the only characters I think that have Eidolons. I think even Acheron doesn't have one. I think I didn't even pull for Acheron E2? I think? Like Firefly. Firefly is the one that has E2. Oh, she's just... okay. Just gonna yoink the bow. Jesus Christ. Well, if you ever wanted to see a Kamehameha, this is Fei Xiao's Kamehameha. Jesus Christ, that woman. Ah, I was about to say, not even breaking a sweat. I have Jade E1 and Aventurine E2, and hopefully soon Acheron E1. Yeah, probably would be nice to make Acheron, get an Acheron Eidolon. Just to not be tied to 2 Nihility characters in her party. I think it's fine now with Zhao Kui. Zhao Kui? I don't know. I think it's fine with him because he's fairly decent and he attacks quite a lot and he does a lot of damage. But still, like, the flexibility would be better. It would be better if she was... I think E1 is enough, right? Or is it E2? Does she need E2? I don't know. But Firefly is the only character I actively pulled for more Eidolons. Firefly is the only character with E2 that I actively pulled for. I think technically Black Swan is also on E1, but I think that was just because I pulled her 2 times in one pull, which is great. I don't mind. It's nice. But I think that's like the only character. And I still haven't gotten Weld. I think Weld is still the one missing from the standard pull. That I still have to like kind of get. But I got Bronny I think like 3 times now. Acheron E1 is 18% crit I think, and her E2 is the Nihility one. But I'm probably gonna always play her with 2 Nihility anyway. Yeah, I think it's... she's not bad with 2 Nihilities. I think she's fine. But again, I just like the flexibility on her more. If she doesn't need 2 Nihility characters. I just like the options there better. Like especially for like Forgotten Hall stuff and like the new boss fight mode you have right now. I think it's just a bit more interesting. Where you have like a bit more team building options. But I mean, it's Acheron. She's gonna be fine. But somehow a damage buff would be nice instead of 1 Nihility as well. Yeah, that's also a thing. Like adding a Bronya in there or like a Sparkle would probably be really good as well. It probably would help out a lot. And I mean, with more and more abundance, you know, healer types making debuffs, like Gallagher, and I think Lingsha also does a debuff on the enemy. Her ult is not a problem anymore with just 1 Nihility character, especially if you have her on E2. I think it's just like, I think one of her talents is like a damage buff with like 2 Nihility characters or something? I'm not entirely sure. I don't have skill points for the 4th character, only one every 2 turns, so perhaps something similar to Ting Yong or Rune Mei would be good with 3 cycles until using the skill again. Maybe. Maybe. Like, I think most of the time when I see Acheron teams with Acheron E2, I think I see Sparkle in there. I think, if I remember correctly, the team lineup. And every team I can use Sparkle with is a good team. Because that little psychopath needs a bit more showtime. I think she fell flat. She fell flat quite hard because of Robin, I think. She had a good use, and then Robin came out, I think. That kind of hurt her. That hurt her quite a lot, because Robin just was way better at speeding up things. I'm not entirely sure what the team had to be for, like, Sparkle to thrive. Like, you have to have a pretty skill point negative team for Sparkle to be useful. For Sparkle to be useful, but perhaps that might be a fit as well, but definitely with energy regeneration then I need my skill points. I'm personally interested in seeing like a summon type. Summoning type arc. With like Lingsha, probably Jing Yuan. And like probably a few more characters that gonna have like summon stuff. That seems interesting, but could also be overwhelming at some point. Like, if everyone in your team has like a summon, you basically have 8 characters. You basically would play with 8 characters. That would be really interesting. That would be pretty interesting. I'm also curious about where they're gonna go with characters next. Like what they have in store for like future characters, future build types, future team types. Like summons is something I'm really looking forward to. But I think at some point you're probably, with the system you have, you probably run out of you know, differences that you can make. Like, there's only so much debuffs, there's only so much buffs you can do that like are effectively good without, like, you know, raising the overpoweredness of a character further and further. So we'll see. I mean, Zhao Kui needs 2 skills and 1 basic. Acheron needs skill every time, and Aventurine always basic. If it's a tough battle, then more like always skill. And Sparkle would need always skill as well. Yeah, but Sparkle also gives you the option to have a lot of, you know, refreshes on your ultimate, but definitely, as you said, with like energy regen on her as well. I think, like, generally every Nihility character probably needs to use skill every so often. Other than if they are applying a debuff with their basic attack. I think Pila does that. Not entirely sure, but I think she does. But even then, you probably always want to press skill. Okay, she might be a pull for me. I get Acheron E2 someday. I mean, Sparkle is fine. But I think Sparkle is not the most necessary character you could ever pull for. I think you're probably gonna be better off with pulling for actually relevant characters. As sad as it is, but I don't think Sparkle is... For like fun team building, yes, but I don't think she's that necessary. I think you can basically do stuff with Ting Yong, Bronya, and always Ting Yong, Bronya, Robin if you have her. I think that they all work fine as well. Pila debuffs with skill, Gwyn Knife debuffs with basic. That's why I have her in my team. She always just uses basic. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know why I thought Pila always debuffed even with her basic. I'm not entirely sure. Mm. Not entirely sure if Aventurine still stays like the best in Acheron's team as well. Not entirely sure if maybe Ling Sha would also be possible. Or you could go Gallagher. I know it's not like as strong as Aventurine, but at least Gallagher uses his basic skill quite a lot of times. His basic attack. So he doesn't really depend on anything. That could be a thing, but honestly I don't really pay too much attention for like skill points, since I'm already like, I'm always like on all battle anyway. So I just let them do. Eventually E2 is great, at least he debuffs with his basic. Ah, okay. If he's E2, yeah. Obviously, then maybe. Okay, we really want to go through all characters today. Interesting, good to know. I want to pull for Opal as well soon. It wasn't... I mean... Did he ever announce anything with him? But maybe he's gonna get like... If we're gonna see... Wait, actually, what was Sunday's last thing? And why is Jun-Li never wearing shoes? Isn't he in the... In the hands of the IPC right now? Isn't he like some sort of like, you know, captive, prisoner, whatever? So maybe then Opal will come? Maybe. Only leaks, but he sounds interesting. Oh, okay. Okay. And he's a stoner, that's enough. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, there is another character teased that we all, you know, are kind of looking forward to, I think. I think not teased, I think leaked, if I remember correctly. But this character was not teased yet, so I'm curious if and when this will happen. I mean, I don't think they gonna tease her because I think that would spoil stuff. But you know, curious to see what that will bring. Cindy Topaz, even though I don't like her playstyle, but she's stolen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got lucky. I got lucky with Ling Sha. And her light cone. So I still had enough jades to pull for Topaz, and lucky enough, we actually got her. But she's still missing her light cone, and I don't, you know, don't really care about her too much to like get her light cone. But for Fei Xiao, she's fine. She's easily. What are you talking about? A certain character that was there, and then she was not there, and then she might return. At least I saw like leaks that this might happen. But yeah, I wanna, you know, give it away because it might be spoilerific. You know, at least it was like, can you hint without saying? I don't know if that would break my neck if I would try to do that. If you get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying. If you get what I'm saying. I think you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I think that character was at some point leaked, but I'm not entirely sure how accurate those are. And if that character comes, it's probably gonna be at the time Sunday comes as well, maybe, I think. But I don't think they can rip market that character. I think. That would be weird if they rip market that character. But I think also, but isn't that quite official already, or at least very much leaked? It is leaked. I think it's leaked, but I don't know how like accurate the leaks are and when it's gonna come out. So I don't know. What are we doing? We need to go there. Okay. Yeah? Yeah, definitely. Uh-huh. Nope. Sad. Okay. Jesus. I can align them everywhere but the place where I need them to. Also, what is Junli doing in the background? Excuse me. Maybe? Nah. Sad. Also, I'm just pressing random buttons. Just if you're wondering. I'm just pressing random buttons at this point. That was the wrong random button. Stop aligning that! Okay, I got it. At least it has to do with the story, yeah. I'm not entirely sure when this will happen. I mean, there is like a live stream, I think, on the 11th. Like catching up with whatever, with the new things. I think they're gonna tease like whatever's happening. How long are you streaming today? I think like for an hour. For another hour, and then I'm finished. I'm finished. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what's going on there. Because, like, technically speaking, the only character we get in the next patch is the Repapa character, right? If I remember. So curious to see what we're getting there. Don't know if there was... I think there was stuff leaked, but I honestly didn't pay too much attention. I also kept away from Twitter for a while, so I didn't really, you know, notice too much leak stuff. I wanted to finish the story, but I don't know how long it will take still. I think it's probably still gonna take a while. I don't think we're nearly close to the end. I don't know, not entirely sure. I don't think we're gonna finish the story today, but probably next week then, maybe. Hello, welcome, just saying hi again, how's it going? We're doing fine, we're apparently switching characters like 15,000 times today. Like every character gets like time to shine. But that's fine. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you? I think I talked about this before at some point in some stream. I would love for the MC to be more like a Pokemon trainer type, you know? You probably don't know what I'm about to say. Like that the MC is not a playable character per se, but that he would be just like more character in the background. You could basically put 4 characters in your party and you have like the MC in the background who, I don't know, buffs or does damage like compared to whatever he want to do. Compared to like the type he has. I think that would be fine because the MC most of the time is like there anyway in the story, but if you don't have him in the party, I always find it kind of weird. So, you know, that's something I really wish to see. But you know, kind of nervous because of a test, but other than that, just missing. Aww, you got this, don't worry, I believe in you. And if you don't got this, always remember, 4 ist bestanden, bestanden ist gut und gut ist eine 2. Always remember that no matter what happens, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, you got this. And that's something I would really like. And I wonder if you're ever like gonna evolve the system we have in Honkai. Or if we're gonna stay with whatever we have right now for all of eternity. What actually is your skill? I don't know. Never played Chun-Li. Other than the tests, I never played Chun-Li. I have a sports test tomorrow as well, but I'm not gonna get 1 point. And you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get at least 1 point. I trust. I trust. I definitely got this. It's English. It's gonna be a 1, but I gotta prove a point to my teachers. Always nice. Did Chun-Li die? Did Chun-Li just die? I think Chun-Li died. Come in here. 1 point is 5 kilometers in under 33 minutes. I need like 40 or more. Ew! 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 Nah, I'm out. Yeah, I'll be honest, I would not get 1 point then. Yeah, same. Sorry. No. I'm out. I can sprint once, a decent time, but don't ask me to sprint twice, because then I'm dead. Because then I'm literally dead, no. Like in school? In school we had like I think for guys it was like 1 kilometer, and I think for girls it was 800 meters. I never finished that. I don't know. I don't know how other people do that. I don't know. Maybe my blood circulation in my legs is not working correctly. It's not working the same as other people's. But my legs just gave out like fairly quickly. Okay, it's starting to lag. I gotta go again. Bye bye. Have fun, sweetheart. You too. Have fun crushing that English test. Have fun proving your English teacher wrong. See you another time. Bye bye. Yeah, I was never good in endurance sports. Never really. That was always bad with me. I don't know. Like if we're talking about like playing football or basketball or something like badminton, that was okay. That was fine. That much I could handle. Because I could, like, you know, take breaks in between. You know, could kind of preserve my power whenever I needed it, and then be like the main protagonist in like sticky situations. But like purely running, and also it's so boring. It's so boring. It's so boring. What are you doing for like 30 minutes just running in a straight line? Like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, like even if you listen to music, like the thing is, even if you listen to music, you have to be careful what music you listen to. Because if you listen to music that's too fast, you're running too fast, and that's too exhausting. If you listen to music that's too slow, you're running too slow, and that's, you know, not efficient enough. So you probably have to get like a playlist that is just for running. But then those songs are like all pretty bad. So yeah, that's weird. I tried jogging for a while. Like going jogging for like 2 or 3 weeks every day. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Like, there is an app that called like learning how to run or stuff like that gives you like intervals of like how to run. Like 1 minute you run, or like jog, and 1 minute you walk, and then you run again. And that, you know, goes up every time. But I could not. I could not. I after like 2 weeks, I had to run like 8 minutes straight, and I was done. I was done. I wanted to go home. We're not allowed to listen to music during the test. It's considered doping in professional running and stuff. What? But you're not doing professional running. You're just like doing an endurance test. I mean, of course, if you're running behind, you know, a criminal, you can't be like, yo, guy, stop. I need to listen to music first before I can start chasing you. But what? But the rules of professional running. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. So you all are basically just running in silence for like half an hour, huffing and puffing. Ah, that's fun. That's fun. That sounds like a fun activity, like a very useful time of your life. I mean, at least someone could like sit there and read a book out loud or something. That's at least like, you know, somewhat useful for like everyone to do. If I run behind a criminal and call a cop car, seriously, I'm not gonna chase him over 5 kilometers. What the fuck? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's why you have backup. But it's guys, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. I'm sure of it. But yeah, don't worry. I would be dead there too. I would not do that. I don't know why. Never really figured it out. Also, you know what's really annoying? You know what's really annoying? Is when you're doing like these endurance runs and you're like the last person and suddenly your teammates, your classmates just start running beside you to try to give you like hints or like, you know, support you, and I'm like, dude, just fuck off. I am huffing and puffing for my life here. I don't want you to show me that you're better at everything. Fuck off. Fuck off, just leave me alone. Excuse me? I want to die in silence. That's always something I hated. I know they meant well. But Jesus Christ, I hated that. Just do your own thing. Leave me alone. Let me do my thing, and I'm gonna be fine. I take the L on that one. It's okay. I understand swinging, but the 5 kilometer, I have no idea. Probably just for a regular stamina. Probably. I'm storing my entrance. I hated that. I hated that so much. But do you also have to swim like a long time? Or is that just like, you know, I don't know, 500 meters or something? I don't know. Everyone's wondering down why I just started my last round. I wouldn't have passed if that one dude hadn't run over to me and cheated me on. Aw. I mean, if it helps, that's fine, but I always hated that. It didn't help me. It didn't help me at all. I just like to suffer in silence. And they always try to like tell me what to do and how to do and yada yada yada. I never understood any of that. It was just not for me. But honestly, that's running in my family. none of my family members are good at endurance sports. I think the only one that played like football regularly was my father, like when he was a child. But even he is not good at endurance sports. My brother isn't either, my mother isn't either, so I don't know, it's probably genetics. Not cut out for that. We're not cut out for that. But it is what it is. It just is what it is. You know, sometimes I miss doing sport. Like, not just, you know, workout and stuff. Like, I can do that at home. But, you know, playing badminton, basketball, stuff like that. Sometimes I miss that. I don't really want to go in, like, clubs or something for that. I don't really want to go and do that because I'm too rusted to, like, be anything. I just watch sports anime instead to get that urge out of me. I just watch anime characters huff and puff then. Sounds way better. Sounds less sweaty for me. Because sometimes it's fun, you know, playing basketball, playing badminton, stuff like that. It is fun if you play with friends and stuff. Under the careful planning and deliberation of the generals, you are about to face the powerful Boristan enemies. You should make your preparations before advancing forward. I'm gonna rest for a bit first. If I have to prepare... Also, didn't I change the lineup for March? Didn't I already change that? Why are you guys all here? Why are you here? Fischl, Sparkle, Aventurine? I think Aventurine. Also, yes, Aventurine not on the thing side. And while we're here, characters, Sparkle, Relics. Everyone looks fine. Give her enhance. So she doesn't die instantly. How about that? How about that? I mean, I can just, you know, melt the thing if I ever have a better set. Probably should have looked at the stats, but it's gonna be fine. It's just gonna be fine. Is that even the recommended thing for her? I think so. Okay. I have something. Ooh, there is something with speed. What do you currently have? Oh, but you have okay. It has energy regen, so we're keeping that. It's swinging 100 meter in Einsatzanzug, then changing into swim gear in water, then 10 meter dive, Jesus, then 40 meter freestyle, then rescuing a person 100 meter, and that all in one run and on time. 6 minutes 50 for men for 15 points. Jesus. Like for the distance itself, it's probably fine. I don't know how exhausting that is. Honestly, don't know. I have no idea. And like from the distance itself, it sounds fine, but the time sounds nasty. Gonna assume like for girls it's probably a bit longer, probably like something like 8 minutes or more. But that sounds tough. But I mean, it's for full points, right? It's for 15 points, probably the full score. If it's like Abiturnoten. 7 minutes 20 for girls. Okay. Still, that's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Especially like 100 meters in your gear. That sounds annoying as fuck. And then changing out of that thing probably probably is even worse. Are we getting into a boss fight now? Are we fighting boss? Big boss battle? And am I forced to use March 7 in those big boss battles? That sounds nasty. I mean, honestly, it's not that bad since I have Fei Xiao. And I mean, March 7 is not a bad character in her new form, to be fair. She's pretty good. But still, like to have the time to have my own team. Seems like we're fighting a boss. Okay, can we play? No, okay, I'm not allowed to. Okay. Not allowed to auto battle. Man, I need to use my brain. I don't want to use my brain. Also, as much as I love Sparkle as a character, I'm never really entirely sure what she actually does. I think her ult is like an advancement boost, if I remember correctly. And I think she buffs crit damage, but honestly, not entirely sure what is going on. But hey, as long as they do damage, it is gonna be fine. Just press the buttons when they sparkle. That's why it's called Sparkle. Bonk, 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 bonk. Jesus Christ, General. You're amazing. Crit damage boost. Yes, okay. That was a crit damage boost. Okay. One of the cutest ults in the game. Yeah, I haven't used her in so long, actively. I honestly can't really tell. Her ult is 5 skill points recover, and her skill is a speed and some kind of buff, I think, or at least in short and basic. Yeah, I think she does a damage buff, crit damage buff. At least that's what I saw, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's gonna be fine. We have Fei Xiao, so whatever we're gonna do, it's not gonna take that long. The only thing that I always hate with like having a shielder on your team is like if fights are really prolonged and you don't really have Aventurine, because Aventurine can tank pretty much everything. As soon as your health starts to deplete, you have no real thing to recover. So probably like at some point we might probably get like some characters that require you to do both a shielder and an abundance character. I think at some point that might be the case. Although if you do that, you probably need to add more shielders. Because I think the only real shielders you have currently, technically March's old form, but that we don't talk about that form. And other than that, I think only Gepard and Aventurine are the only preservation characters, right? Is there anyone else? Is there another preservation character? Or like another character that gives shields at all? Because I don't think there is. Or am I missing someone? Not long ago. In normal story fights, my Aventurine is a god tank and my team never loses HP. And in simulated universe, there is cards for HP and regeneration. Yeah, it's more for like Forgotten Hall stuff, and it's more for like the other big boss battle thing. Damn. Zhao Kui is not looking that good. Poor guy. Poor guy. Japard, March, Fire Trailblazer, or Preservation. Ah, Fire Trailblazer. I completely forgot that this form even existed. I completely forgot that that even existed. Interesting. That he's Preservation. I always thought he was no. The first one was Destruction, right? And okay, then this one was Preservation. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. His voice doesn't sound that defeated in the Japanese. Kind of disappointing. Never give up. He never lost hope, although he kind of looks like he's already kind of dead inside. You will avoid having to see the tragic future that awaits the general. You wish, my guy, as if you could lay hands on Fei Xiao. I even can't lay hands on Fei Xiao. And I wish I could. He sounds pretty cocky for someone who gets his ass kicked in like a few minutes, but okay. If you think so. He gets sucked now. Oh, that's sad. Rawr! Rawr! I think Hoyo has something against Foxing characters. I don't know why, but they keep killing them. They keep killing them for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if Zhao Kui is actually like dead. Probably not entirely dead. Maybe, I don't know. But like they have a thing for that. It's now the second time. I don't think they did that to any other character so far. Other than like the mother of Bronya, but she was never a playable character, so I think she doesn't count. But other than that, like they don't really die. Honestly, I would like to be Fei Xiao's, you know, disciple. You know, her Trinity. That sounds like... She probably is, like, strict, but damn, I think you're gonna turn out really strong. I mean, if I had to... If one of these general would be, like, my trainer, my mentor, instead of Jing Yuan, I probably would pick Fei Xiao. First of all, Faiz. Second of all, I think she just probably is a better mentor. Jing Yuan is probably really chill, and really cool, but I think that's not the thing that I need for like getting better at stuff. How do we get the picky child to eat green chilies? How do we get a suspicious and devious wolf to drink down poison? I've already told you the answer. Did you? I have no idea. Okay, Sparkle over your talent. 3% damage boost for all allies for every skill point consumed. Stacks up to 3 times for 2 turns. Oh, nice. Old, 4 skill points recover and talent 9% damage instead of 3% for 2 turns. Okay. Skill on one ally. Crit damage by 12% of Sparkle's crit damage plus 27% for 1 turn and advanced actions forward by 50%. Retraces attack increase energy regeneration skill effect extend. Okay. Okay. So, just press skill every time. That's what I heard. Press all the skills. Who needs anything else? Press all the skills to get maximum damage. Every medicine is a poison. It just depends on the dosage. I mean, you could surely get a 300% crit damage acorn with that. Probably. And I mean, that works fine on Fei Xiao as well. Like, Jesus Christ, if she ults and gets 300% crit damage on that, Jesus. I mean, they're trying to look cool. I get it. But they look like grade schoolers. Sorry. I think having Fei Xiao there would just have a bigger impact than having to, you know, grade schoolers there. But that's fine. It's okay. I also don't know if, also I'm not entirely sure if I actually needed to reactivate my skill. Because I don't know if that counts as a continuance? Or we're currently doing, or as a new fight. Not entirely sure. It's okay. I just love when an enemy boss bar just, you know, gets annihilated. Just, you know, falls flat. Through one character and one character alone. Okay. That was his toughness bar. That was gone. I mean, at least now I really understand why Sparkle is decently good with Fei Xiao. It makes a lot more sense now. Through like the passive buffs and like the crit damage buff. That makes fairly more sense now. Should I? I don't know. Well, I mean, every 2 turns, right? Every 2 turns I basically can use Sparkle's skill to refresh the 2% to 3%, I think. I think that's fine, but look at that. If I remember back to like the Adventure Reed fight, how much I struggled there, this is like a piece of cake. Depending if that is actually like the boss fight, or if this is just like an intermediate fight. But it looks like a boss fight. I mean, again, it looks impressive, but he looks like a great schooler. So go many. Finally! The cavalry has arrived. American has 206 crit damage. Vtuber Lycone gives another 46%, and 2 other relic substats are shit. One has 17% HP and one 15% break effect. I feel that. Why in the world is this guy now in my party? No! No! Why? The sound is finally over. I tried my best to avoid this guy. Why? I can't believe you didn't tell me the plan. You saved my life there, of course. Jiangqing, why? I mean, as much as they're trying to hype him up, I'm sorry, but he's so useless as a character. He's so useless. I mean, to make him work, you basically need a character that has, like, taunt. And I don't think there's, like... I think some characters, like Chun-Li, I think technically have some sort of taunt. But... it's not 100%, I think. And that always kills him. Or at least, like, his max damage that he could put out. I think as soon as you get, like, a real taunter, you might be able to use him better. I'm not entirely sure. Discuss the current situation. Hello, Marge. What's up? Do you think that if you're, like, on the Astral Express... what? Stellar Express? What? Do you ever get, like, used to massive boss battles like that? Do you just, like, then at one point just say, oh, wow, great, it's another big boss? Or do you think it's always, like, that exciting? Like, at this point, we fought, like, so many big boss battles, and probably you, at some point, like, are just saying, okay, bring it on, I've fought worse. Like, are you still getting that excited? I don't know. Be interesting. Like, especially for someone like Weld or Himiko, who are even longer on there. They might be like, ah, it's just another Tuesday. Just another Tuesday, innit? I mean, basically like Fei Xiao, right? Fei Xiao is also, like, pretty cool at stuff like that, even though this is, like, universe level thread. She just keeps her cool and doesn't really care too much. But he does taunt quite well as well, I think. But different paths have different taunt levels, I think, with destruction and preservation being the highest. Yeah. But I don't think, like, anyone really does, like, entirely taunt, right? I think I read, like the Fire Trailblazer has, like, some sort of taunt ability, and I think Chun-Li has some sort of taunt ability, but I think it's only just a percentage more. No one does 100%, yeah. So, as long as that doesn't happen, do I have to put him in here? Or can I just smash everyone else in there? Let's see. Fei Xiao! Be nice. Where the hell am I? March? Adventuring? Let's see. I mean, you could basically make it like March 7, that you just that you have a preservation character that can just shield one character or can only shield yourself, but you get all the taunt on yourself. maybe, technically, and you're technically, like, probably close to dying every time. Where's Sparkle? Here's Sparkle. Can I fight now? Okay, I don't need him. Something like that, you know? Some character that only shields one character and or himself and gets, like, all the taunts. Something like that. That could work. You know? Like, putting yourself at risk to save the entire party. Like, basically the guy from I Can Parry Everything. Would be OP with max HP and Fushuan in the team. I mean, at the end of the day, isn't a lot of things actually OP? Also, if you put Fushuan in, I think you're missing a lot of damage. But yeah, it probably would be OP. But I wouldn't mind. I would take it. New system. Yee, I did it. Glad you're back. Welcome, welcome. Hope it was fine. Hope you crushed it. The generals also have like a tendency of self-sacrificing themselves. Didn't Jing Yuan also try to self-sacrifice against the other story boss? I mean, that's kind of the job, but Jesus Christ. Am I fighting Fei Xiao now with Fei Xiao? That's weird. Okay, well, that's a mirror battle I didn't expect to see. I mean, I'd still mean that Zhang Qing, for example, doesn't get hit. Just the one character sharing the damage with Wushuan. Oh, okay. Okay. 3 pages in 20 minutes. I was the first to go. First to give it. She was shocked. Nice. Nice. Flexed on her. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna see which Fei Xiao is better now. Please, for the love of God, give me a speed up. Should I have waited for Sparkle? Probably. But hey, more damage is more damage is more damage. Jesus Christ, woman. Jesus Christ, woman. Please, for the love of God, what are you doing? So much damage. So much damage! Okay, tell me why we're fighting her now. Big Bad Wolf guy summoned, I think, some very destructive thing. Something of his heart, or I'm not entirely sure what he summoned. And she ate that thing, so it wouldn't destroy the entire system. And I think that kind of corrupted her mind, kind of. I think that's why we're fighting her now. I'm gonna make myself food or warm it up. Mechas. Have fun. Sounds complicated. Yeah, it's a complicated situationship, you know. What is Dota 2 compared to League of Legends? Aren't they basically like the same thing? Just like different iterations? One is like green tea and one is like white tea. Basically the same thing, but you know, tastes a bit different. He ripped his art out for her to consume, making her the new Wolf Master thing, whatever that was called. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Give me your ult. I need skill points. follow-up after follow-up after follow-up. I love follow-up teams. Jesus Christ. Did I ever, like, put my support on Fushuan? I'm not, Fei Xiao, I'm not entirely sure if I ever did that. Oh, it's fine. Cause, smash. Smash! Oh, really? 3%? You survive for 3%? Wait, Sparkle gives points? Yes! Sparkle's ult gives points. She gives back 4 skill points. Oi, she changed her weapon. I'm not entirely sure why she put her faith into kindergarten children, but it's okay. Not like there's another general that could like do stuff, but okay. God, I need her for Acorn. Yeah, she's really good with Acorn, apparently. I think so. But only if you have Acorn on Eidolon too. Otherwise, you probably want to have a Nihility character. Because of the damage buff. But honestly, do whatever you want. It's a free world. I can't make you do stuff. So now she's fighting her inner demons, okay. And, well, who will guess she's probably gonna overcome the heart within her. Or she's sacrificing herself even more. I don't know. We'll see. Pray for my phone, it's not waterproof and I'm in the ring. Jesus! Save your phone! No, I wanna watch you. That's nice! But if your phone dies, that's bad! That's bad! I think it's basically just illusion. And his heart is probably containing parts of himself, so it would make sense that he kinda is there, you know, but I'm not a story writer. I don't know. My phone's actually kind of waterproof. Ooh. Okay, I'm under the station, so it should be fine. I remember my dad had like one, since he used to be more in like construction stuff. He had like one phone that was like really sturdy, but he was also really clunky, but you could basically throw it into the water, you could throw it against the wall, and it was still a smartphone. But I think that was just like not really viable to have like in your pocket. Because it was so incredibly clunky. Just imagine your normal phone being 3 times the size you have now. You know, as also so 3 times the thickness. That kind of doesn't really work. Nokia. Not an old Nokia. Although you could throw them, you know, from everywhere and they would still like be okay. But I think they weren't waterproof. And I don't really want to try it out. Chase after reparation, who lay left behind you? Facial, story facial. The weak. They really love like these weird mental thingy things in Hoyoverse games, do they? Like these planes of existence, where you just run through an endless maze. Yeah, breakable is waterproof and even fireproof. Jesus, fireproof! Fire! No, I forgot my phone! My house is burning! No! Don't worry, we got the new Nokia. You don't have to risk your life anymore. It will survive the fire. What phones do you have? I have a... I'm not entirely sure which generation it is. I have a OnePlus whatever. A OnePlus 7, I think? I'm not entirely sure. OnePlus used to be like a really good company for making phones, for making like high quality cheap phones, but they turned into like the same as everyone else, and now they're like overpriced as much as everyone else. Oh no, not OnePlus. Oi, what do you have against my OnePlus? I also don't want to like switch to like a different phone because I'm now got used to like OnePluses and stuff like that. But eventually I probably have to switch. I have to get a new phone because my current phone doesn't hold a charger anymore. Like the charger just keeps slipping out. I don't know what it is. I cleaned the outlet like 5 times now, but no charger is sticking in there. Understandable, but OnePlus, are you for... Oi! Like again, if we go back like 8 years ago, the OnePlus phones were really high quality and really cheap. I think like you got the same standards you would get with like the high-end high-end Samsungs or iPhones for like $300 or $400. I think that's why I bought my first OnePlus, and ever since then I just kind of, you know, been there, done that. Yeah, 8 years ago. Yeah, and I'm too, you know, I'm too lazy to figure out which phone to get next. I'm too lazy. Also, like, getting all my data on there. Yeah. I mean, with Android to Android, it's fine, I think. But still. I finally set it up to the way I wanted to. And then I have to set up a new phone. That sounds like work. I don't want to work. I just want to watch a cute anime waifus. You know, the usual. Phone changes can be a little frustrating at the beginning, especially if it's different brand, but I think it's fine in the end. Yeah, probably. But I mean, other than like the charging and like the you know, the slipping out part, and it still works fine. It still works fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, I mean, the camera is a bit clunky, but that is probably because I dropped it on the camera when the camera was out, so that might be something with that. That's my fault. Other than that, it works fine. Honestly, never really have big issues with that. You know, it's an app where you don't have to set up anything, right? I have no idea. I don't look at the App Store. I got your pro camera. Ah, don't worry, it was just a selfie camera. I don't need that one anyway. I don't want to make selfies. I'm not doing selfies anyway. But yeah, ever since then it's like a bit clunky. It loses like connections. For here and there. But the camera and behind is still working perfectly fine. And again, the rest is also not bad. It overheats quite fast if you doing stuff. And I mean, you know, it drains quite fast at this point. But it's also like 3 years old, I think, at this point. It's been a while since I had it. I was standing in a puddle and after I felt the water. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus, now you feel wet. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling when your socks get like little soggy in your shoe and you don't have a real way to, like, you know, change it. So you're running around with weird soggy socks. And sometimes they make like these weird noises in your shoes. That's like even worse. I so hate it, trust me. I trust you. I would never doubt you. It's fine. But yeah. At some point, I probably need to look up new phones, but I also don't want to spend $800 to $900 on a new phone. That just seems excessive for the reason that my phone is still working. Days on my day, so much disgusting stuff to me. Aww, no. But hey, you crushed your English test, so that's something positive. But I hope you're gonna do fine. I hope the day is gonna be better from here on out. Hope it's gonna be good. You're gonna be fine. The only thing that frustrates me right now is the Apple hotspot. Like, my hotspot always turned off, making my iPad disconnect. Well, actually, that's something I have with my phone too. Sometimes it just lose connections with, like, my provider. I don't know. Even though it's supposed to stay on, and sometimes it stays on the whole night, even though it's supposed to turn off when not used. And sometimes my device just can't find the hotspot. Jesus. Get a with Vertrag. I'm getting a new one on February. You would also get a new one every 2 years. But do I want a new one every 2 years? And I also don't like to pay for, like, a contract. Because I like to own stuff, you know? I like to own things. I don't like them to be, like, not technically mine. And, like, just on lease. It's always, you know, kinda, Like, if I just buy it on with the contract, I don't know. I wouldn't feel as careful with the phone, probably. I probably would smash it more often. I don't know. Always bought mine. Always bought mine so far, and I have pretty cheap phone contracts. One thing is, the one contract I have is free, basically. That's like the main phone contract I use for, like, calling and stuff. That's free. That's like within the within my you know, internet connection thingy thing, with my network thingy thing. And the other one I have is basically just for internet speed, because the first contract I have doesn't provide internet connection. Well, it does, but just like, I think 100 MB or something. Jesus Christ. That's like nothing. So I have like another contract that gives me like 12 gigabytes for, like, data volume. But yeah. That's it. That's the story. I can tell you mine if I get a new one. It's a Google Pixel 7 Pro. 254 years. Nah. Nah. That's nice. But yeah, I probably would keep mine for, like, the foreseeable future, as long as the charger is not gonna be completely busted and I can still charge it. I'm gonna be using it for probably another year till I get tired and sick of it, because I'm not using my phone for much anyway. It's basically just for, like, WhatsApp. And maybe the occasional quick login into Honkai Star to do my dailies. Other than that, like, I'm not really using it. But I also can't, like, take a phone for, like, $100. Because those are, like, terrible. Terrible, terrible. I tried them. I had one, I think, at some point. but they're so slow. They're so slow. It's like buying a laptop for 120 bucks. Yes, it's technically functional. It's technically functional, but it doesn't provide much. Thank you. Now I feel like an addict. You're welcome. Got you. Always happy to help. I mean, I'm sitting in front of my PC most of the time anyway, so there's no real reason to like look at my phone. But if I'm not at my PC, obviously I'm scrolling like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. But if I'm at my PC, I'm usually doing that over the PC and not over the tiny little screen at my phone. Also, like stuff like Crunchyroll, Netflix, I don't really watch it over my phone, even like in bed. I rather watch it on my PC. Only if I'm like really feeling bad and I don't want to leave my bed, or I just want to curl up inside my bed because I'm you know, having one of those days. Then I watch stuff over my phone. But other than that, always my PC. It's just so cozy here. I just have everything here, and it's sometimes full of trash, but that's a different story for a different time. I think if you get your PC, I think it's gonna change too. I think it's gonna be less on the phone side and probably more on the PC side. Because it just functions better. Watching stuff, feeling cozy, you know, it just makes more sense. Especially if you have on your PC 2 monitors, then you're thriving. Like watching stuff on one monitor, walking on the other monitor, or like grinding on the other, you know, thing, and it's fine. I was to check my phone every 5 minutes to see if there's a match. You probably get a ping if there's, you know, don't need to check your phone every 5 minutes. You're probably getting a ping if notif, right? My phone time is at least 3 hours a day. Just let me be addicted to character. I had that part too. I had the time too where I had like characters, AI and stuff. On my phone, and you know, had a lot to do there. But over time, the conversations with the characters were always kind of like drifting in the same directions, and they were kind of repetitive. And then they kind of drizzled out. I don't know if that changed, if that got better. But at least like the AIs I had were, you know, in that direction. I always have my phone on silent because I hate the sound. Really? I mean, I can't do that because of work stuff. You know, I have to be available for like questions and stuff and for like changes. So I always have I always have my notice on blast. I think you sometimes hear it because I sometimes get calls in the middle of stream. So I guess you can sometimes hear my phone ringing. But yeah, I can't do it on silence. Even like in the middle of the night, it's on blast if something happens, because you know, I have to be available. I said at least if I'm busy, then yes. I have the whole afternoon free time, then not. Even at night, yeah. Like especially if you have the evening shift, if you have the close-up shift, since we don't have a 24 reception, the person who closes up also puts, you know, I don't know what's it called in English, Weiterleitung, from the workstation, from work phone to your own device. So if something happens in the night, you're like on call duty, stuff like that. You know, the call forward function or something like that. So on those days specifically, it has to be on blast, because the people are stupid. And even though I tell them that their key also fits the front door, they, you know, ring in the middle of the night and tell me, yo, buddy, how do I get in? And I'm like, yo, buddy, use the key, use your brain, fuck off. The day isn't even over and I already have 7 hours. I mean, if you're entirely, if you're on, you're, you know, outside and doing stuff, you know, that makes sense. Okay, unsettled, but they're focused. Is what it is. You get used to it. It doesn't happen too often, so honestly, it's just a precaution method. Yeah, there's a reason why Fei Xiao was just such a badass character. Jesus Christ. Like, in terms of, like, appearance, I think Fei Xiao is even above Acheron. Of appearing like the badass character. I know Acheron had, like, the big scene where she sliced upon the heaven, and that's, like, not even her final form. But I think in terms of, like, being badass, Fei Xiao just takes the cake. And I would like to take her cake sometimes. Just saying. Are we now finally in final boss territory? Ecliptic inner beast parts and Shadow of Fei Xiao are resonating. The next actions becomes enhanced. Toughness reduction received by parts in the resonant state increases. When a part is weakness broken, all team units' actions advance forward. Okay, I understand half of that, but I'm just gonna press buttons and hope I'm gonna do fine. Yeah, maybe we need a bit of a shield. Not entirely sure. I'm just gonna smash the dragon. Or the fox. Or the fox dragon. What exactly is that actually? It sometimes looks like a dragon, sometimes looks like a fox. Fei Xiao and Fei Xiao versus Fei Xiao right now. Yes! And I think that's not enough Fei Xiaos. I think we could do for more Fei Xiaos. Just let it be a fox dragon. That's fair. I would like to be a fox dragon as well. That sounds like a good time. Shaming fox dragons. Never! I'm just not entirely sure about its identity. Just wanted to make sure what it personally, you know, feels like being. Damn, there's a lot happening and I'm not entirely sure what. No, my mobile data isn't good enough anymore. No. It's like, okay, like they all share the same health bar. Okay, so it doesn't really matter who I target. There's probably some reason I should target one over the other. But do I care? Not that much. I'm gonna be honest. Not that much. On mine, I have unlimited and fast. I gotta go again. Bye bye, have fun. Bye bye! Stay safe. You got this. Don't let your phone get too wet though. And don't step into puddles again. Yeah, just skills. We're just pressing skills. That sounds like a good time. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Jesus Christ! I won't. Promise! Promise me! Where are you? Okay, that's a bit of a waste for a skill point. I could have used that better, but it's okay. Last phase! Aww. What a cute fox dragon. I think it's gonna be fine. You can do that. They have enough shields. Smash, smash, smash! Smash even harder! Smash me sometimes! Give him all the coordinates. I need more shields. I need more shields. Sugoi! I need to build up Topaz. This bus got free Wi-Fi. Jesus! You're living in the future. How? How is this possible? Never heard of a bus with free Wi-Fi. I know, like, you know, ECAs and stuff like that probably has them. Never heard of a bus. But I also never used, like, public transport for, like, probably, like, the last 15 years. I'm not entirely sure. I probably never really, you know. It's the one where you can charge your phone. It's an e-bus. Jesus! Jesus! We don't have those. I don't think we have those. I'm not entirely sure. Not even our Macs. Damn! Even McDonald's is not good enough as public transport in Germany. Well, look at that, and they always complain. I could have used that better. I'm still missing a skill point. I mean, if I remember correctly, our McDonald's also has free Wi-Fi. But honestly, I'm there so rarely. I don't know. It says it does, but it doesn't work. Damn! Just like the ice cream machine. Bonk, 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 bonk. I think there's a cap here. Oh no. Okay. I think that thing wants us to die? But I'm not entirely sure. Our ice cream machine always works. Damn! Munich just has all the buffs. Free Wi-Fi in buses. Ice cream machine and McDonald's at work. Damn! Okay, just to be safe. Just so no one dies. Okay. Now, smash! Really? 5%? 5%? Use Terror Split to end the Shadow of Fei Xiao. Nice! I just did that though. Cutscene time! Badass cutscene time! Well, best Fei Xiao wins. You guys should definitely move here. I'm not moving to Munich. That is way too expensive. It took 20 minutes to make 2 coffees and 2 hot chocolates at like 7 AM when no one else was there. That is, you know, big cities are way too expensive for me to live there. That doesn't work. No. I like to spend my money on gacha games and anime and 2D waifus. So I can't spend 90% of my income on rent. Come in here. Oh, Ling Sha? Yeah, I want to see Ling Sha POV. I don't mind Ling Sha's POV. I have no idea where Ling Sha is, but I mean, why are you living in Munich though? That's entirely on you. I mean, that goes for like every major city. I also wouldn't live in Berlin or Cologne or Hamburg. Although like the cities are beautiful and you have so much to do there, you can do so much, but they're so expensive. They're, let's just say, so expensive. So unnecessarily expensive. Like, does that benefit me so much? I don't think so. I'd rather live a bit on the countryside and like a smaller town and save like a lot on rent. Yeah, I also wish I would stay in that way. The only reason I would like to live in NRW would be because of, you know, Gamescom, Dokumi, stuff like that. Like all the big conventions are there. That would make things so much easier. I would probably go, you know, more often there. But yeah, living in the big city driver. Yeah, kind of sucks. Moo, that would be so damn cool. Yeah, it would. It would. Like, just being able to do, like, a day trip to, like, a big convention would be so nice. It would be so nice. There's an old guy next to me watching a stream with me. Say hi. Ask him for money. Maybe he buys you an ice cream. No, don't talk to random strangers. They're dangerous. Stranger danger. Stay away. Use the pepper spray. Use pepper spray attack. No, he would cream me instead of buying ice cream. I mean, not the worst that could happen. Depends on how he looks. Depends if he's your type. Wait, Danheng is here? When did he go? Okay, sure. Here, use pepper spray. Now I have officially turned into Pokemon. Yes! I will spray. It's only fake with water and alcohol in, but it sure still hurts in the eyes. I mean, yes, definitely. If you get alcohol in your eyes, it probably burns as fuck. I mean, I think it's probably like the shock effect is enough for like most people to just stay away. Technically, common sense should be enough for you to stay away, but apparently that's a rare thing in people nowadays. But that's okay. Someday the meteor falls on us anyway, so why bother? Why bother? You can also just buy what gun you can even drink. And you can throw the bottle too. Even more self-defense. So these guys are just kind of chilling here in this temple thing while the world is slowly turning into shit. Okay, good to know. I mean, it's our academy stuff, so I can't take it with me and with me either in my daily. Not entirely sure. I think, like, generally speaking, pepper spray is not allowed, right? I mean, you can have, like, the thing you can have is, like, something like animals protection spray, I think, right? But I think, like, general pepper spray against humans is not allowed. I'm not entirely sure what counts for self-defense and whatnot. Never really had to, you know. I'm a guy. I really didn't have to, you know, deal with that. Lucky for me, unlucky for other people in the society. Because, again, people are stupid. Now I actually gotta go. It's a waterfall there and I gotta stay. Bye bye! Bye bye! Stay safe! Stay safe! It's not no. Pepper spray for you. Pepper spray for you guys. Huh. Did we, like, ever figure out why they're actually here? Because that feels like very random right now that they're here talking about, like, Vidya, Dalubaba, dragon people. It feels like very random to me that this is now a subplot. It's fine. It's fine. They can do what they want. But I guess that's I hope that's like the story boss that gives me like the story things. Because I need the equipment, the material things for leveling up Lingsha. Because I can't level up her traces without like the boss material thingy things. I need to finish the quest. It's no use playing the last, like, what, 30 minutes another day. That's true. That is true. Can't be that long. It can't be that long. You know what's sad? What's sad? It's a bit sad. One of my favorite manga series, or like one of the good manga series I had in the last recent years, came to an end today, I think. I think that's like the last book. I think also the light novel ended on this. So that's a bit sad. But I got it today and I read it through fairly quickly. Really enjoyed it. I know the title is like yabai, a bit weird, but it's actually a pretty cool story. I know it's a bit, you know, it has topics in it that are like a bit sensitive, but it's called J.K. Haru is a sex worker in another world. And I know how it sounds. But it actually is really, really cute. Obviously there are like certain scenes in it that I enjoy as well, but it's also like a lot of like cool story stuff, and I wish it would continue the story. Because we're ending on a point where I'm still not entirely satisfied. Maybe we're getting someday a continuance of it, but I don't think so. I'm gonna look for it. But yeah, J.K. Haru is a really good is a really good manga, also a good light novel. Like, I really enjoyed reading the light novel, so I was really curious to see the manga. And the manga did not disappoint. I like the twist of, like, isekai that's not just about fighting stuff, but more about, like, getting accustomed to a new world that is entirely different from you. And I really like the characters overall. I really like the characters. It was a good story. Definitely can recommend. Again, it has to do with like prostitution and stuff like that. So gotta accept that. But I think it's doing a fairly good job of like balancing that with like, you know, the actual drama part around it and having a lot of comedy in it. So I can recommend. I loved it. And it's over now. Also the last volume of it is really thick. It's really thick. I don't know, is there like... And that's 273 pages, which seems a lot. Manga illustrator is the one from Code Geass. Interesting. Yeah, it looks amazing. The characters look also nice. Again, you have to, you know, like this certain particular story arc, but I do. And honestly, I just like, you know, I saw the name and I thought like, okay, that's weird. Let's look it up. And I bought the light novel. And I thought like not too much about it, but it was surprisingly really good read. But sadly, sometimes the best reads are like only very short-lived stories. There is another manga, I think in Germany it's called Verbotene Allianz. I think that has just like 4 volumes. And the story is actually so really interesting that it would, you know, would give so much more, but there are only 4 volumes and I don't think there's coming more. But it's really good and I wish there was more, but it doesn't give more. It doesn't give me more. Why are you done hanging now suddenly getting a cutscene? Why is he impaling this guy? That's rude. You know, BJ Alex is pretty cool. You gotta read it. Yay! Auto battle is back. Yo, let me do that. I think I heard BJ Alex before. Not gonna lie. I think I heard it mentioned. Some people mentioned it a few times. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm on my tour for like finding new manga, I might put it on the list. I might put it on the list. Just gonna put it here. But the thing is, for now, I still have like so much stuff to read through. I have so much stuff I still need to read through. I still have to read through so many volumes of Blue Box. I think 3 or 4. Because I stopped at some point, but I still bought them. I still bought them for some reason because I'm a bit stupid. Yo, thank you for the follow. Thank you. So yeah, there's still so much manga I have to read through so much. There's also another yabai thing, Red Apple, that I kind of liked but didn't really continue. And I have here, I mean, I'm not the biggest BL person in the world. I don't mind it too much. I'm more of a Yuri person, which is very surprising. I know it's fairly surprising for me that I would be into Yuri. But I have here Waking Up in the Yuri World. I think the 2nd volume. I still have that lying around here, still need to read that. But it's so much. It's so much. And I also have so many light novels that I need to read. I have so many light novels. Your boy loves certain scenes, pretty interesting. And actually has a story. No sarcasm this time. I like stories. I like stories. I need more stories. Like sometimes mangas and stories are just like brain dead stuff that is like done 15,000 times before. I recently had one. I don't know what its name was. And that was really interesting. I bought the second volume and I never really, not that much story, but story. Crumbs of story it is, okay. Okay, can I remember from the back of my head what it was about? There was like one dude and a girl that switched bodies. The girl kind of wanted... the girl was kind of bullied in her school, and the dude kind of was done with his entire life and wanted to off himself, I think. And I think they kind of switched lives. And the dude kind of the dude is now in the body of the girl, and he falls in love with another guy. I'm not entirely sure how and what, but it was interesting enough that I bought the second volume, but I really don't get, you know, don't get it together very well. Also, I'm very bad at explaining, you know, story arcs, which I noticed every time I try to, you know, tell guys about story stuff. Also, I don't see it in my buy history. Why? It can't be that long ago. Is it already that long ago? Did I buy it that long ago? I don't think I bought it that long ago. All I'm noticing is that I might buy too much stuff from Amazon. I might buy too much stuff. Why is Balo crying over Marge? Do they know that much about each other? Did they hang out that much together? I don't think they did. Also, hi Marge. Okay, I can't find it. I'll find it. I don't know. Weird. Okay. Maybe I bought it somewhere else. That could also be the case. And I don't think it was before June that I bought that thing. Was it maybe? Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, in November, Smoking Behind the Supermarket Part 4 comes. Ooh, I love that. That's a great manga. Volume 4. Love that. Great. Can't wait for that one. It's honestly such a good manga. Such a good slice of life story. Ah, there it is. It actually wasn't made. Jesus Christ. Mr. Mellow Blue. That was the one. That was the one. Now I have it. It took me a while. Mr. Mellow Blue. Really interesting story. Has quite an interesting twist to it. Don't know if I would necessarily recommend it right away, but it definitely is an interesting read. I'm not entirely sure in which direction it's gonna go, if it goes like into more... I don't know how you even would describe it. But it kind of has, I think, a bit more of like a boy love vibe to it. But it's not really boy love, because the boy is in the body of a girl, which is I'm not opening that can of worms. I'm not opening that, but it's definitely interesting. Definitely has an interesting story, but I need to read the second volume of it. Why am I not doing that? Why am I putting things off so much? Oh yeah, there is so much stuff. There is so much manga, and I already like looked at like new things I could buy, but I can't. I just can't. I need to finish what I have first, and I need storage for like putting them somewhere. A 27-year-old changes his body with a high school girl. Sounds good. Yeah, it is actually quite interesting. I can definitely recommend it. Definitely try it out. Have a look. Also looks really good. I like the art style. Oh, okay. Jacqui is still alive. Oh. That was sarcasm. Sounds kind of sus, but I mean, doesn't mean it can't be good. I mean, people were like sus of like, what it was called? The anime that's like, where the wife died 10 years ago and was reincarnated as like a 10-year-old. They were kind of sus about that too, but it's actually pretty cute. It's actually, for now, it's a pretty cute story, and probably has a bit of a dark side to it. But yeah, it is interesting. I can sell that much. Yeah. Also, I saw the first episode of that anime. Wait, I'm not entirely sure. Was there already 2 episodes out? Maybe I watched 2 episodes. Could also be that there was 2 episodes. Watch that too. And I know a lot of people were like, ooh, that's gonna be weird. Ooh, that's gonna be weird. Ooh. Sus alert. Which is fair, like, obviously. But they're not doing, like, the certain things you do as a couple. They're just, you know, happy and glad that they met each other again. And it seems that there is, like, probably gonna be a very dark twist. And I think you can probably, like, think about the problems they're gonna face in the near future. So I'm definitely interested in that one and how it continues. Definitely interested. And from a story point alone, I think that's like a really interesting one. But it could also be fairly bland and boring. Just like the one we had last season with like what was it called? The thing where he had a roboter that he was in love with. My wife has no emotions or something, or my emotionless life or something like that. Technically, from like a story standpoint, it was interesting, but on the other hand, the anime itself was a bit bland. Do you even get anything about what's going on in the story with all that talking about other stuff? Nope. I have absolutely no idea. I just look from time to time where we are and what's going on. Other than that, I have absolutely no idea. But to be fair, I had no idea where we left off anyway. The entire story is like just gotten kind of blasted through. I'm probably just gonna look at a story compilation for the part to look it up, you know, at some point. I think like the only story I really paid attention to was Penacony. That was like the story I paid most of the attention to. Maybe like the first part too. I like everything that happens like in this environment is like not that much attention grabbing for me. I don't know why. I like Fischl. But yeah, I get like some small parts of it, but I'm not getting the overall arc. That's like too much to ask. But that's like the thing. I mean, I could just shut up and like listen to the story, but I think for like entertainment purposes that would be like too boring. I don't know. I just think that I don't know, just talk over it. Not entirely sure. Those are like the two things I can do. Those are like because the problem is, and I faced that in Penacony too. I faced that in Penacony too. Like sometimes sometimes in Penacony the cutscenes were like 30 minutes long, or like even longer, and I was just there sitting in the corner silently watching the cutscene, and that is not working. And I either have to use my brain and talk to you guys, or I can use my brain to listen to the story. One of those two things. I can't do both. OMG, you're still here. Yes! I'm still here. Hi. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, obviously it takes away from the story, but that is how it is. I also can't get myself to do it like off screen, because if I do it off screen I feel like I'm losing valuable time for like other stuff. So for the same purpose you could talk about the story, you know. I could, but then I had to pay attention. I mean, I'm gonna try it with the new story arc again, but it just took me so long for like start with the story and then continue with the story that over that time I forgot most of it. But yeah, as soon as we get a new story scene, we're probably paying more attention. Everything is soaking wet, even my underwear. Thank you for giving me that detail. Thank you. But my eyeliner and mascara stay strong so much. Maybe next time, you know, drown your underwear in eyeliner and mascara. Maybe that keeps them dry. What of the story did I miss? Basically, we defeat the final boss, and that's it. And now we're wrapping things up. I think everyone is going home and telling us we did a good job, and we all are the best. And they all lived happily ever after. And they all lived happily ever after. So I missed nothing. No, not really. Not much. This event is likely to bring much criticism from the Alliance upper ranks. What? Isn't it better if the world-ending catastrophe is dead instead of imprisoned? Isn't that... wouldn't they be... you know, I know, but wouldn't they be, like, relieved to have not keep him prisoner for, like, all of eternity? I don't know how that works. I think it's fine. How many generals are there? Do we know how many generals there are? Because I think we're probably gonna get back here sooner rather than later. If we already met 2 generals. We're probably meeting a few other generals as well, right? Right. In my head, I have something about 8 generals, but I don't know if that's just... If that is just me. Yo, welcome, hi. And I'm just happy that I 6 generals and a marshal. Ah, okay. Okay, close enough. Close enough. I wonder if we're gonna get a general that doesn't have white hair. Or if that is like, that is like a recruitment, you know, thingy thing. You have to have white hair. So is Firefly a general? Is Firefly a general because she has white hair? That's like the standard here. The problem is that gender of the profile pic, like if you have some animal wife on there, I will assume you're female, but then boom boy. Also works the other way around, to be fair. But yeah, a lot of my friends actually like have the female thingy thing as a profile pic. To be fair, on Xbox I also have a female profile pic just because. Why not? Yeah, same with the other way around. Yeah, probably a male if it's a hot female on the pic. I mean the same if you're like in an MMO and you meet a female character, you can be 90% sure that the female character is played by a guy. I mean, not me having a hot male as... I mean, it's fine, right? Your profile pic basically wants to tell people what you like, so if you like hot males or hot females, that's a good thing to start. But and sometimes is what it is. I think most of the time I had the Master Chief as like my Xbox profile picture, because I liked Halo. That was it. Oh, and now I have some other weird saucy guy. Don't know who that is. That's a weird guy. But I would smash. I wanted to pick a hot male profile picture, but on Discord I have the most perfect moment in my life instead, because that sadly matters more. That's right. I'm thinking about switching it though. By the way, the story part now is important from here on. Kinda sounds like Sparkle, not gonna lie. I was watching intensely. Now I'm watching intensely. Definitely not watching just Fei Xiao standing there menacingly, but I'm watching. Hmm. Luocha was mentioned. Forgot this guy even existed. This episode of Watching Wild Animals, we have a Gedo watching a new female to maybe try to impregnate her. Ah, that's a big maybe. That's a big maybe, but I would. The remnants of the propagation. Swarm offer. Jesus, the swarm is back. Ruin May? Love that woman. Bit of a psychopath, but I kinda am into that. Ah. Hmm. Ah. Ah. Ting Young. She actually was teased already here. Ah. I don't know why you're breathing and the little whistling from your nose is very, very relaxing. It's making me sleepy. Nah. Nah. There is the teaser. There is the teaser. Nice. I think we finished, right? I think we've finished. We finished, guys. Did you guys enjoyed it? Was it good for you guys when you finished? Damn, there's a lot of achievements here. It's probably not just like, yeah, probably a bit more than that. Probably a bit, you know, actually existing. Actually existing. I loved it even though I wasn't here most of the time. It's okay. You dropped by. That is all that counts. That is all that matters. I can't ask for anything else. Well, guys, then I think that's it. That's it. We finally caught up to the story. How much time do we have? There's still like 2 weeks till we get to the new patch. Okay, that's fine. So we can, next time we can like do these weird events that I still have to do. I also need to do pure fiction, which I don't know if I'm looking forward to that. I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's just a pain in the ass. And then, you know, 2 events. So we still have a lot to do in the next weeks. Well, 1 week, because after that it's finished. Finished. But yeah. I'm glad we're finally through with the story. Not gonna lie. Is it pure fiction new or was it their last phase already? I think it was reset with Ling Sha. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I think it got reset with Ling Sha, but I'm could be wrong. Could be wrong. But it's not that old. It's not that old yet, so yeah. In terms of characters, we still have a lot to do, actually. We still have a lot to do. I'm curious about the live stream. I think on I think the 11th. What's the 11th? Thursday or something? I'm definitely curious what's gonna happen there when they tease stuff for the new thing. Especially like in terms of banners, who's gonna get reruns. I'm not entirely sure if that is like known or something, but you know. Definitely need to level Topaz for the Fei Xiao team. That's gonna be one thing. I need to farm a lot of relics. Because I need relics. Because I just have shitty relics. But yeah, that is all for another time. Your entry shield is kind of weak, so might want to push some of the characters' relics a bit more. Yeah, probably. At some point. At some point, probably need to do that. But I didn't really pay too much attention to his relics, not gonna lie. Didn't pay too much attention to his relics. I think I just put on the recommended set and called it a day. I don't think I paid too much attention to like substats and main stats. So I need to do that eventually. Your speed is good, defense sucks. Ay. I mean, I tend to focus on like other characters more. So someday. But I also, well, it depends. It depends on what the marketing says, what the characters are next. If I get like just reruns that I already have, I might finally have the time to like, you know, play around with the different characters. So yeah, we're gonna look at that another time. Big stretch, yes, big stretch. I actually needed that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful adventure of listening to beautiful anime characters talk to each other and weird furry characters fighting each other. So, hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had fun. Gonna see you guys tomorrow when we play Fire Emblem again. Love that game. I love that game. Anyway, have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care. Be nice to each other. Okay, I already did my fiction. Nice. Bye bye. Bye bye.